And we are live.
Hello.
Hi.
How is everyone?
Good.
Very good.
Good.
I'm actually
Okay.
here.
Who's ready for some TOTOR?
Not me. Not kidding. Not kidding.
I mean, nobody's prepared, but you know. It's good to see you guys.
As if I'm not muted.
That
Yeah.
does help, yes.
Definitely.
It does.
Just a
Yeah, I'm
tiny
doing
bit.
that.
So, ladies and gents.
This is the moment you've been
Look.
waiting for?
Sorry?
Nothing.
Yes,
Never
I was
mind.
about to say, let's get right back into the meat of things, but that definitely works. Quick little reminder. You guys had just landed back, or not back, but landed on the planet of Yavin 4. Technically a moon, but we're not going to get picky. Or was it just... I don't remember. No, it is not a moon, it's a planet. But yes, anyway, y'all just landed on Yavin 4, and you had two temples to pick from, a really big one and a smaller one. You guys had picked the smaller one and landed in front of it.
Hang on.
You
We
had
got something
seen-
really important really fast. Hi, Sleaze! She's saying hi to us.
Oh, hi, kiddo.
Sorry, very important.
No, of course. I don't know where. Oh. Oh. Mwah. No, she even said my name. Ah. It's Elise. Mwah.
The kids are important.
No, I miss you, kiddo. Mwah.
Aww.
But
Nothing like
yes.
making the 3-year-old happy.
Aw, she's such an adorable.
Yay!
She's so.
Ah!
She drew a kiss back. Aw.
Aww.
Oh, she's such a sweetheart. Okay. Sorry, guys. I just made my night. That just put a smile on my face.
Mm-hmm. It's the little things.
Yeah, it's the little things that make it all worth it, you know.
Yeah.
3-year-old saying hi through a camera, and I'll go get my haircut.
Look, if you just made the kid, yeah, that too. Looking swanky, by the way, bro. I like it.
I'm glad you
A,
didn't say I was
a
looking
little on the
spanky. I
blurry
appreciate
side because
that.
your cam is trolling right now.
Oh,
but
it
I
is
like that you're
again?
Always.
doing the thing,
Every
you know?
time.
Every time. Every time.
I don't know, bro. You just have that like ability to just like
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is what I'd look like if you need glasses. No offense to
Yeah, you know,
I already need glasses, don't help me.
it's just telling you
Hell?
like
There you go.
there you go.
Oh, there
Much
you go.
better.
Look, it looks
There you
even
go.
spiffier now.
Yeah.
Yo,
And it doesn't even look spanky.
yo. I mean, looking spanky is not necessarily a bad thing. I don't king shame. Anyway, that that being said, welcome back, all of you, once again to another episode of Tales of the Outer Rim. We are going to do the fun, silly things today, once more, as our party of well, I would call them Jedi, but at this point it's just rambunctious bundle of random individuals that refuse to identify as Jedi, except for, featuring the one Jedi, Orta. But,
Who taught a whole bug race how to use the Force.
right? And so, all that to say, you guys had just walked up to this temple on Yavin 4. This smaller temple, I guess you could say. You've landed in front of it, and you were kind of looking at it. I remember you guys did a roll and checked for some of the like drawings and everything. I believe, right? That were like the carvings that were on the doors. Did we get that far? Or did I just think that?
I don't recall it.
I don't think we've made it to the planet yet.
No,
We
you guys have
didn't-
landed.
Did we?
You guys landed in front of the temple.
made
I
it
just
to
don't
the
remember if
planet.
you
Oh,
checked out
that's
the
right. No,
temple.
I'm recalling now. Sorry. It's been a while. I've had a lot of games between then and now.
Yeah, well, I'm I'm recovering from.
I think we landed, got to the door, and that's where we stopped.
Yeah. No,
That's
I'm
it.
recalling
Okay.
this now.
Alright, so you guys, exited the ship, and, there's fresh grass under your feet. There's a bit of a clearing around the temple, like trees and whatnot just didn't, for some reason, invade the temple itself. But while it is clean and you don't see vines or anything, well, not too many anyway, growing on the temple or anything, it's not completely covered in vegetation. There's no footprints in the ground or any sign that anybody's been there. And yeah, you're in front of this fairly big. I mean, for your humanoid sized standards right now, actually, this is still pretty damn big. It's just smaller than the other one that you guys had seen. And you're in front of this dark stone built temple. Birds are chirping, or some form of bird is chirping. Anyway, I don't know what type of flora is here right now. You guys haven't checked it out yet. But yeah, there's some form of an animal screeching in the high branches of a tree nearby. But yeah, that's about it right now. It's just a peaceful afternoon. The temperature is slightly warm temperate. It's not freezing cold or anything. Sun's out. Sounds like a average afternoon. The question is, what do you guys do now?
Well, we need to check out the temple.
Okay.
At the door.
Right.
Okay.
Does it
So-
open electronically, manually?
It's one of those huge double doors, right? And it seems to be hewn out of sheer stone. There's no signs of door handles or anything on this thing. And the architecture is distinctly different than the Rakatan one that you've bumped into on the other planets.
I still want to check to see if there's anything Rakatan around the temple.
Sure. You can give me an investigation check if you wish.
That's going to be a 28.
Okay. You look around, and no, there is nothing that looks Rakatan around here. No symbols, nothing that really would make you go, oh yeah.
Nothing of the similar sorts that I can pick out. Next.
Right?
They're all 20 for this one.
So, that's my question to you guys. What next?
Well, the temple is the main thing we're trying to get to right now. We got to the planet.
We're there.
Are we inside the temple though?
Not inside, but we're there.
We're
That's
outside the
what I'm
temple.
talking about. Yes. And we are currently trying to get inside the temple, but right now we're just sort of investigating. The end of last time is a blur for me, so you'll have to bear with me for a little bit.
I think we're all struggling towards the end of last time.
Well,
I mean, if there doesn't seem to be anything electronically keeping the doors barred, I'm gonna ask Anli if she'd be so kind as to try and push the doors open, because I know she's a strong woman.
Yeah, got no problem with that.
Okay.
So Only will go up the doors and first take a look, see if she can determine which direction to push on the doors, then attempt to push them open.
I will give her guidance.
Push, pull apart. Maybe like elevators.
I'll give, if I can, I'll give the help action by using force push
Okay.
as well.
Go for it.
It's a pull door, god damn it! Just kidding.
Wait.
I
Check
know
for
I'm
push door. Oh no, it was a pull door all along!
Give me that strength check with advantage, please.
With
And don't forget
advantage.
the sprinkle of guidance from Code Ev.
And the guy's D6, correct, Kodev?
Yes, I believe. What is it?
D6, yeah.
Yeah, I'm high enough. It's D6.
Yeah.
Damn, I got a 6 on that d6. I'm just doing a strength check. Let's see.
Believe
That's a
so. With
um,
advantage, because I'm giving you help.
yeah, 29.
So,
Rolled a
you
19.
push with your prodigious, yes, strength against that double door, and funny enough,
Just cracks the stone.
it doesn't budge.
Is it a pull door?
There's no handles on it.
Okay.
So
It
logic
might
dictates.
still be a pull door.
Okay, do you want to try to force pull the door?
I will try to force pull the door.
Go ahead.
Episode 21. The
door.
The door.
Look,
So this is all we're doing.
got killed. You guys almost got killed by an elevator pit, or elevator shaft 2 episodes ago. Today, your enemy is a door. Every
Every
episode,
D&D
there's some
game.
inanimate object that either hampers you guys or tries to kill you. Crossing the lake the other time, you know, there you go. Every time.
It was our boat.
Hey, I got a 22 with my force attack modifier to force pull the door.
Okay, so you force pull the door, and the door does not budge.
Is it like the elevator doors? We have to.
Tries to open, tries to lift, tries to push it down.
We're just fucking with you now.
I mean, if you want to try, do you have force lift?
I'll say friend in Wookiee.
In Wookiee?
No, kidding.
Your accent's
You just
horrible.
roar out the door and the door remains nonplussed. You telepathically roar at the door, it remains nonplussed.
Mipple's
Moo
gonna
on the
take a
cow.
look around the door, see if there's any devices or such that
Okay.
may indicate how to open the door.
Sure, give me... Well, yeah, okay. Give me an investigate roll first, then.
Well, Kodaf, I'd say most doors
Another 20.
would have opened if I did that. This one did not. It's probably locked.
Another 28.
You don't see any, like, indicators of a mechanism or anything, but there are carvings that have been etched across the door,
Oh,
Okay.
this might be a Jedi.
along with writing you may or may not recognize.
Okay. What language is the writing in?
I don't think any of you have it, so I'm gonna need a lore check.
Like, don't we have like 25th fucking century technology? Can't we just hold it up and be like, translate,
Google
bitch?
Translate, yeah.
For
I got
this one, it's debatable. This one's actually debatable. I'll explain to you why in a minute.
It's like
All right.
I got
translating
a,
ancient Greek. It's always questionable.
I got
This is
a
very
19.
ancient.
Or hieroglyphics. It's
I
questionable.
was also wanting to give you guidance for that roll. I'm just gonna stay right now, but we were all
Uh,
talking, so.
Is that an extra D6 or something?
Correct. Extra D6.
So far I got a 19 and 23.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, for 23, you can tell that this is a very, very old language. It probably hasn't been written, much less spoken, in at least multiple millennia.
But it's not Rakatan. So.
It is not Rakatan. No. Anybody else want to take a stab at this thing?
Read a lot of books, but
And you're a library nerd, so you know what? I'll actually give you advantage for that one. There's a chance
Yeah.
you might have actually bumped into it in the library, Orta.
let's see.
Who knows? Maybe I've seen it in passing.
I got a 16. But yeah.
Lord, 18.
So yeah,
Yeah, watch out.
you know even less about it than Mibble for some reason. Mibble, it's like on the tip of your tongue to remember exactly what this is. It's like you've seen it before, probably in a book somewhere or something, and it's just or on the Hollow, but probably not on the HoloNet actually. Yeah, no, on some data pad somewhere, or data slate somewhere, and your memory is just not. It's like on the tip of your tongue, and for some reason you can't get it out of that. You just can't verbalize it. It just won't come out.
He started looking through his data pad to see if he could bring up something that might help him.
And funny enough, not really. You even try the whole like scanning it, and it doesn't really. Nope.
I do take a picture of it for later research as still.
Of course.
I mean, usually when I'm trying to figure something out, I just push buttons until something happens.
The problem here is that there is no buttons to push.
Start tapping the
higher
writing.
up-
Maybe you'll do something.
right? Higher up on the door, you do see carvings. And it's carvings of a man, you know, leading a great army, holding what looks like, anyway, a double-bladed lightsaber in his hands. You see a scar prominently like described on his cheek that looks like 3 claw marks going down his cheek. And give me 1 second here. Yes, there's a little. I'm actually getting the image out for you guys, and on that man's forehead, there's a symbol. There's something that was either tattooed or scarred or etched in on that person's forehead. I'm just trying to get you guys a clear picture of it, and I will drop it in the DMs for you guys. Where is it? Here it is.
If you want to throw it into Roll20, I can bring it up for stream too.
You know what? I can throw it in the Roll20 for the stream. That might be a good idea, actually. Just give me 2 seconds to like actually create the image, though. That's the slow part.
Not a problem. Just throw it out there so everyone can participate.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm
and
trying
Jack can
to
yell
get
about
it
how stupid we are for not getting this.
right.
Easiest way is create a handout and then add the handout as an image. Add the image to the handout.
Yeah,
That way-
it's not the handout that's the problem. It's I'm trying to find a picture with enough of a resolution so that it will be clear when you guys blow it up. It's more that's my problem right now. But if you give me a few minutes, I think I have it right here. This I think will do. Yes, perfect. I got one. That's the right size. And then I can save the image and literally just drag it directly into Roll20. So just give me a minute and I'll Shift Z it up for you guys. Put it in the folder for TOTOR. There we go. .png. There we go. And we're going to drop that right there for you guys to see. F forehead. There we go. I can't make it much bigger than that. Here I can maybe blow it up a bit. Nope, that's not good. All right. Yeah, so it looks something like that.
Like an 8 with little bug arms coming out of it.
Kind of a little bit. Yeah, it almost looks like a weird bug or ant or something with like prongs sticking out on the sides and then figure 8 in the middle.
Like in the bit neck.
But yes. Okay, we can get out of here for now. But yeah, so
I'm not proficient, but it kind of looks like a bug. So can I make a non-proficient animal handling check to see if I maybe know
sure.
like the fuck that is?
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself. Okay. It's 5, 6, 10, 19.
Okay. So this, to your knowledge, is not the depiction of a bug.
Oh, okay. Someone's blinkers on. Alright, so it's not a bug.
Nope.
Nope. I will relay that to the party. Like, I thought it was a bug. Not a bug.
Can't say that's anything I recognize either.
I'm pretty sure that's a man. Why would you think it was a bug?
The symbol on his forehead. On the
Oh.
symbol on his forehead.
If y'all can give me real quick a lore check once more.
Like, as my legit everything intelligence is my worst stat, aside from strength.
I got an
Once
18.
more. Once more, I've gotten a 16.
I got a 12.
I'll do a
how
natural
much was that,
20
Middle?
for a total of 20.
I've
You
got
rolled
an
a 20
18.
for a total of 20? Nice. All right.
Well
Yep.
done.
Only, I don't know how the hell you would know this, but somehow you do.
Random knowledge you pick up in passing.
Yeah.
Has your
Heard the
character
story
ever
of
been to
it,
Korriban?
No,
Has your character ever been to Korriban?
I don't really think
No.
she's left Kashyyyk very
Kashyyyk?
much.
Okay. You're able to.
There could have been a gladiator that passed through those from there, though.
I mean, they would have been a powerful dark side user of some kind or another if that was the case, or a warrior of the dark side. Not necessarily a Sith per se, but like it would have probably been like one of her like most vicious arena fights she's ever been in if that's the case.
Yeah, that would make it memorable.
I'm just saying if she
Probably
has a
why
memorable
you would
fight
remember
with a
it.
dark side user,
I
that
mean,
would explain it. Maybe
I'm not
that's
saying
why...
she was against him, like she could have just been around in the arena at the time, you know?
But if she's seen that type of an emblem on such a man, she would know that the person, or maybe remembered the person, would have hailed from Korriban per se. I just don't pronounce it very well, but it's Korriban. Or Korriban. I'm not quite sure how they pronounce it anymore. I have not played any of the video games where it is mentioned in forever. But yeah, you would definitely know that this person has come from that planet, and remember that you've seen that mark on them, probably tattooed or branded on their very skin. Much like the man in the picture here, actually.
You know, Kodav, now that you point out the thing on his forehead, is that the thing from the people from Korriban do their heads?
Oh, they don't all do it. It's that guy specifically.
Oh.
So it would be
that's
more like,
one
oh,
specific-
I've seen a guy from Korriban wearing this, but yeah.
Yeah, I once fought I was in the arena when he fought. He was vicious, but he had that symbol. He was from Korriban. It was on his head.
Now, that's common knowledge for you, Orta, and you, Kodav. Korriban is a Sith planet, and it's where a lot of their Sith lords are entombed and buried.
Oh. Makes sense.
I would actually have you both redo the lore check with advantage now at this point.
Ooh, I got a 19 this time. I flipped the 6 upside down.
Nice, nice.
With advantage and 18. The
Okay.
other die was a 1, so thank you for the advantage.
You're not sure which one, but you're able to deduce that this is the brand. It's probably the brand of an ancient Sith Lord.
Hmm.
And only a select few would usually be allowed or otherwise encouraged to wear such a brand, or even ordered to wear such a brand by the Sith Lord, as it usually marks them as representative of said Sith Lord.
From the hieroglyphics on the front wall, does it seem like the person with the symbol on his forehead is being allowed into the temple?
Not only that, it shows him like landing on the planet and then extending his arms, and then the natives of the planet, those proud, muscly-looking warrior types, kind of bowing to him, much like people would bow to an Egyptian god, and then they actually build the temples under this person's guidance. From what you can tell, he's ordering them to build the temples. And then you see him stepping into what looks like what you can assume is a ship, along with some of those warriors, almost like he's elevating them to the stars or something like that.
Can I try something stupid?
No such thing. What's up?
I am going to approach the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put my hand on it, and then I'm going to try and channel some force lightning into the door.
Okay, go for it.
What do I gotta roll?
Just whatever you have to roll when you do the force lightning, and if actually no, that's a dex saving throw. I think people are supposed to do when you force lightning, correct?
I don't have the spell in my spell book because I technically don't have the spell.
Ah, right, you were in the process of learning it. Correct. Um, if you're gonna try to do it for the first time, I'm gonna need you to do a few things here.
Okay.
I need you to do me 2 rolls.
All right. Charisma and
One is
wisdom
your
roll
spell
again.
attack, and then and the other one's a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. So let's
And your
see.
spell attack in this case is going to go off of charisma, remember, because it is a dark side power.
Oh, okay.
Dark side powers go off of charisma bonus. Light side powers go off of wisdom bonus, and neutral can be either or depending on the caster, if memory serves. So yeah, for those of you in the chat wondering why that's the case, because that's how it's structured in this system. Okay.
So 19 plus 5. You said wisdom check, right?
This wisdom save, and then a
Wisdom save?
charisma-based spell attack.
Plus 5. So that's 24 for the wisdom save.
Okay.
And then the light attack is minus
Spell attack.
3.
So
Well, yeah,
you're.
because it's my light attack modifier is my spell attack.
Oh,
Right?
okay, super. So yeah, you're doing proficiency plus your charisma bonus, basically.
Yeah, so I need to minus 3 because my charisma is
There we
lower
go.
than my
Yeah,
wisdom.
okay,
So
gotcha. Yeah, that makes
5.
sense. Sorry, I didn't know
Uh,
what you meant by light attack. I was confused for a sec.
so plus 5, that's gonna be a 23 on the light attack. Well,
Okay.
the dark attack, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
dark
not
side
really.
attack. Yeah, it's dark. It's your dark attack you want, not your light attack. That's it. Exactly. Your light attack is light side powers. You want your dark attack here.
We turn into dark side Pokemon or dark Pokemon.
Basically, yeah. So you do that thing, right? Where you put both of your hands up near the doors, flat, your palms flat against the cool stone I guess the cool stone texture of the doors, and you reach deep inside of you for that spark. All the frustration, all the anger, all the strong emotions you've felt throughout your life, the decisions you've made, the regrets you've had. You pull out all that nasty part of you. Almost like you're about to just let it explode out of your hands, right? You can feel the electricity starting to, like, jump from finger to finger as you're prepping to release this bolt of energy. And as you're doing so, you take a deep breath, compressing all that negativity, almost like encapsulating it in a ball of light, and just opening a small hole, letting it all out through there as your hands vomit electricity onto the door, and it cackles and crackles as it shoots up and spreads throughout the entirety of the door. And for a second, it almost seems like nothing happens before you hear a deep, low, grumbling sound as the doors grind on their hinges and open to the darkness that lay beyond.
Mipple's ears sort of perk and is like, "What the heck did you do?"
I like drop to my knees and I'm breathing heavy. I'm like, oh, that's rough. Oh. I opened the door.
How?
Where did you learn that?
Where? In my room.
Why did you learn that?
I don't know. It just... I had an interest in something I saw, and I was led towards tapping into my anger in a constructive manner.
That explains all the questions you had the other night.
I'm laughing out of character, sorry.
You're fine.
I mean, my intelligence is +0, and I have a +5 wisdom. So this makes perfect sense. I like having this conversation with people. Being wise doesn't necessarily mean you're smart.
Nah, very different skill books.
It's like learn through experience is wisdom, yes.
Yeah.
Nipple sort of looks inside the temple, trying to gauge what it's like in there while they're having their conversation.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if this door is going to stay open. Can we go inside before? I mean,
And looking at the door, it almost feels like it gives you this visceral feeling, almost of like the maw of the beast open, just aspirating you guys towards the inside.
Ooh, fun.
It's dusty, it's dark in there. Light probably hasn't touched the inside of this temple in years. Do you enter?
He's got no problem going in. Give Kodav a pat on the back as he passed through, tell him, good job getting the door open. She doesn't understand the significance of the lightning.
Yeah, and Nibble doesn't know enough about Jedi stuff to realize that is a bad thing.
Force power is force power to the rest of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bad.
And I'm gonna get myself up and just start, meandering into the temple.
Okay.
Orta.
Says the one who made a dark soul saber.
Not
Right?
Orta is
Conflicted.
Orta's conflicted, yes, heavily. But Orta is going to give Kodav an arm and basically just sort of say to him, "I'm sorry that you felt the need to go in this direction, regardless of the reasoning. It's unsettling to me that this is a path that you felt you needed to take."
I only decided to walk a more balanced path.
Orta just keeps walking in silence. He doesn't know how to respond to that.
Okay. So, when you guys enter the temple, I'm assuming you guys do like you did previously in low light environments, turn on the flashlights and whatnot.
Oh, hell yeah.
And
Actually, Mibble does have a light on his bowcaster now, so.
true. Well, you're just kind of holding your bolt caster and using it as a
Yeah,
flashlight.
and
I'm
also
assuming.
also being ready in case something happens.
I love that Mibble, who's a like tiny rabbit-looking dude, has a bolt caster that's probably about as big as he is. It's quite entertaining to me. But hey, you have the stats to wield it. You have the stats to wield it. That being said, yeah, you walk in and even just the entrance hall to this temple is imposing, as on the sides of the entry hall, there's maybe 3-meter tall looking statues of imposing warriors holding what looks like battle axes, arms crossed like this. You know what I'm saying? With the battle axe just kind of like hanging from one of the hands. You know what I'm saying? Just or holding it like this. You know what I'm saying? In front of them with the weapon pointing down with the blades of the axes at their feet. But they're in various poses. It's not they're like not all exactly in the same position, showing that there was probably some individuality to them. But they're both sides of the hallway, or there's row after row of these imposing 3-meter tall statues, leading you guys to an antechamber and whatever lays beyond. So do you proceed down the tunnel, the hallway? What do you guys do once you're in here?
I think Onley would probably move to the front of the group.
Nipples in the back.
Well, the
Front of the group as well. Stating.
the lights are helpful and everything. I think I'd be more... Depending on how far out the light reaches, yes, the lights are useful and helpful, but I'm also going to be relying on the tremor sense
Okay.
that we have.
You are not feeling any vibrations beyond that of the party with you right now.
So just kind of cautiously keep moving forward until we find
Okay.
something to draw our attention.
And
I have
there
no,
not much
I'm
in the
I'm
hall. Oh, go
I was
ahead.
going to say, I'm no rogue, so it's,
No, but again,
cautiously.
from what you can tell anyway, there's nothing much in the hall. As you make it past said hall, and you make it to you make it to I guess you could say a antechamber of some kind, and then there's another door on the other side of that antechamber. It's fairly big, again, probably 200 paces abroad both ways, right? So 200 feet both ways. And height-wise, again, probably another 100 feet or so. It's a giant rectangular, well, almost cubic room here. And you can see scratch marks and gouges and such in the floor. Combat was probably had here, potentially even routinely, from what you can tell anyway of the marks.
I mean, is there anything that looks like it's another path through this room, or is it all funneling towards this one giant door?
There's nothing really else. No, it's just one big door further deep, further in.
And are there any engravings or carvings on this one? I asked knowing that dim light doesn't actually really affect my ability to see.
There's more written stuff, but there's not much when it comes to carvings or drawings on this one.
You guys think we have to open this one the same way?
I hope not. That takes a lot out of me.
I'm gonna go see if I can't force the door open.
You go to force the door and it does not budge.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
If I may, there is something that I would also want to try.
Okay.
Orta will sort of approach the door, taking out his lightsaber, and basically just sort of holding the point of the blade at the door.
You turn it on and
I
do
turn
that?
it on. Yeah.
Funny enough, when you do that, nothing really happens.
Okay.
Does the lightsaber hit the door and stop, or like
Do you actually like poke it at the door?
Yeah, like
Oh,
putting
you
it
actually
in the door.
stab it through the door, like at the door.
Yes,
That-
yes.
yeah,
Not just
that-
pointing it at the door, like actively trying to make contact with it.
Oh, you do actually try to make contact? Okay.
Yes.
So when you try to make contact with the door, it's almost like the light from the lightsaber just almost like bends open like a flower away from the door. Like the light is actively being pushed away from the door as you try to stab it. It's almost like the magnetic containment field of the plasma that contains that holds the plasma of your lightsaber is just refusing to hold its integrity as it gets close to that door.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just was curious if the history as a soul saber would have some sort of interaction similar to the force lightning. But that answers the question.
Well, that was odd.
And just as you say, well, that was odd, you just, all four of you, hear a voice that seems to be coming from the very walls of the temple.
oh, that's not good.
I don't like that.
And it's speaking in a language that, again, you guys might not have heard or heard in a very long time.
Well, that's creepy.
But it does seem to be inquisitive. It seems like there's a question mark at the end of the sentence. Clearly a question is being asked of you.
Nibble sort of looks around with his light, see if he can figure out where the being is.
Orta will sort of reach out to the temple and just say, if you want us to answer your questions, you have to speak in a language we understand.
The voice is silent. Mibble!
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you have a translator? Ah, no, it's Zuri who had the translator gizmo. Y'all are out of a translator right now.
Mm-hmm.
Blame Zuri.
Effin'
All
Zuri.
Zuri's fault. Gosh
Yeah.
dang it, Zuri.
Blame Zoro again, guys. Blame Zoro.
Zuri
again.
took all of our health potions and took our translator. What the fuck?
Zoro right now, like, really, guys? Really?
Zoro's over here like, I give out the health potions. So you don't. You took them with you.
Right. Shut the fuck up, Zuri. No, I'm kidding. All right.
What's that over there in that pit? I don't know. What?
So,
Azrin, are you getting quieter? I forgot I barely heard that.
who, me?
Azrin.
Oh, I wasn't looking directly at my mic. It's directional.
Oh, okay, that explains a lot. I'm sorry.
That'll do it, yeah.
Yeah, that's why you see me turning my head all the time. I'm turning back to the microphone when I speak.
Maybe you should put your microphone in the direction of your camera. So you're gonna be looking.
Because then you'll see my mic boom in front of my camera, and that annoys me.
That's fair. I'm just harassing him because I can.
You know what, fair enough. I get it. It's super fun.
Because he's the DM and he's already killed 3 of my characters, so YOLO!
Anarchy reigns, bring down the system, etc., etc.
Alright, let me roll a dice real quick.
Rocks fall, you die, we know.
How much HP did you say you had?
Yes!
Oh, I'm sorry, it's that much plus 1 HP damage that you take as one of those statues just falls and inadvertently crushes on. I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
The door opens, but instead of opening it just falls down.
You don't understand, it's back in the hallway, so it falls somehow throughout the entirety of the hallway into the room.
Like dominoes. All
Nibble
the
is still looking
statues
to see
just
if he can
fall
find the
down until they
source
get
of
to
the
you.
voice.
There is no microphone or anything that you can tell, and I'll tell you, even if we rolled a 50 on the investigation to check, there is nothing that seems to be disgorging that voice right now. But what I will...
I'm gonna say I'm gonna breathe heavy and just catch my breath. And it's like, here we go again.
No. Orta's gonna try to stop you.
Are you gonna persuade me, or are you gonna
Persuade. Just, you don't have to do that. I'm sure we can figure out another way.
All right. I mean, you have to figure out something.
What's the problem with Kodav doing his thing? I mean, not exhausting. I don't want you getting exhausted, but...
Orta's gonna think more. So the lightsaber sort of was pushed away by a magnetic field when it reached the door.
I mean, he also got a disembodied voice speaking who knows what language.
We need to remember to pick up a universal translator once we get back to Tython.
Universal doesn't mean it knows ancient languages.
Also, Orta,
Indeed, but it's something to think
Nibble,
about.
and... Actually, all of you, if you so feel like it. Give me some lore checks here. Let's see if maybe we can get one of you guys to kind of put this together. As the
Nah, that's a
question is
2.
repeated, what's more?
9!
Mibble.
I
give
got
Mibble
a
guidance.
Mibble,
23.
save us. While I find our music. I was looking
That's with
for.
guidance, Mibble?
With guidance, that's going to be a 26.
So,
Yeah!
thankfully, considering you've been in contact with the Rakatan language, and you've been doing ancient languages pretty much this entire time, you're able to more or less piece this together, and that thing that was on the tip of your tongue before, now that you've seen everything you've seen so far, kind of finally clicks. That language that's being spoken, it's an ancient Sith.
Oh.
Hey, Orta! I don't think you're gonna like the language this thing is speaking.
Wait, the Sith had their own language?
Yep, they're actually a whole species.
Oh.
It's not Sith are not just dark side users. There's an actual
Yeah.
species that are Sith.
Okay, interesting.
And then dark side users, after a while, took up the name of that species as the mantle of their organization, but the language in and of itself descends directly from that species and was then taken back by dark side users. The chanting actually that you hear at the end of the 9th Star Wars movie is again one such thing that they carried from the canon of Legends, where you hear all those, you know when Palpatine's doing his thing with Rey and Kylo and whatever. We're not going to talk about that, but remember all the hooded figures in the stands that were chanting?
Yeah.
That was ancient Sith that they were chanting in. It is an actual language derived from that species, which hasn't really been seen since I think the last couple of them go extinct at the end of the Old Republic era. But I might be wrong on the timeline for that, so don't quote me on it. But I do know they eventually do go extinct. But ancient Sith were a people. They were red-skinned, actually. They kind of look like the tieflings of Star Wars, if that gives you a bit of an idea.
Yeah, that tracks.
Sort of like Darth Maul.
No, Darth Maul's a whole other species. But if you type ancient Sith Star Wars, you can actually see that there's a species of them. I'm trying to find you guys a quick picture. No, ancient Sith Star Wars doesn't show it. It's somewhere else. You see them in the Old Republic. It's all the red people in the Old Republic. Here's a quick picture. Actually, I'll drop it for you. In
20.
don't mind Revan, but okay, here actually this is perfect here. Copy image, and then we're gonna drop that for you guys back in roll 20 here. Just drop it directly. Actually, I think just give me 1 second here to do that for you. If not, I'll save it and drop it. Where is the picture? Sorry, 1 second. When you move the window and it changes where all the pictures are, and now you're like, where is the picture I had selected? Give me a sec here.
Purebloods? Rosa keeps dropping purebloods in the
Yeah, Sith
so
purebloods is another term for them, correct?
I wasn't sure if that was relevant for your searching.
Yeah, I have it right here, but yes, Sith pureblood is also another term that you can use for it. I had a very nice picture of it. It's just you know like when you move your windows and it just moves all the pictures because it's adapting, thinking you're moving onto a cell phone or something. That's kind of the issue I was having just now. But yeah, this is kind of what they kind of look like. This is a random image, but yeah.
Red guy.
So not a lot of hair, small
Pointy.
little chin tentacle, pointy thingy, ridges around the eyes. That's what ancient Sith purebloods, yeah, would look like.
So,
Yeah, Maul is a Zabrak, that is correct. But no, I was not talking about a Zabrak. I was talking about old school Sith, the purebloods. Yeah, yeah, you see them a lot in the Old Republic. That is correct. The guy that calls you, a slave and a slime and an idiot like 14,000 times on the tutorial is a Sith pureblood. If that rings any bell for people who have done Sith sorcerer playthroughs. But yeah, all that to say, long story short, yeah, memes have been made about that guy. But yeah, so long story short, you guys have now effectively pieced together the language a little bit. You're not necessarily fluent in it, but Mibble, you're able to tell something about a trial.
Apparently this thing is talking about some kind of trial.
What kind of trial is a door?
Don't ask me.
Maybe it's more. You get the idea that it's more like that. There is a trial to be passed for the door to open.
I guess we have to do something in order to open the door.
Can I look around at the fight? You said there's evidence of fighting along the floors and walls and stuff.
Correct.
Is there any kind of pattern to them that kind of gives an indication of what that similar things are happening over and over?
It looks like somebody with an energy weapon of some sort was fighting something else. You're not too sure what.
I wonder if whatever this fight was what the trial's supposed to be, but I'm not sure how we're supposed to do a trial when it's just us here.
And that's the question.
Are we supposed to fight each other?
Got it.
It doesn't seem like a great idea to beat each other up before we enter the temple.
I mean, you know that knowing the bloodthirsty nature of a Sith, there's definitely some form of violence here that must be involved. You're not too sure what, though.
Orta is going to basically take a breath and cast a force power on himself, force body, which lets him use one hit. Like when he casts a force spell, he can spend half the force points to cast the spell, so long as he
That's max
spends.
HP.
Yeah, it takes max HP away for the other portion of it.
I mean, if it's fight, what
And
they
then one day you
want,
will use Force Barrier, which gives you max HP, and you'll... I see where you're going with this. Anyway, yes.
If it's a fight that they want, I have no problem having a fight, but it's... Again, we don't know what else we're going to encounter.
I would presume with my medical supplies, I have like a scalpel or some sort of cutting instrument, correct?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I'm just going to take out like my knife or whatever. I'm going to cut my hand and put it up against the door. Blood for the blood god.
Goals for the skull throne.
Unfortunately, the door does stay shut on that one.
Orta, after having cast the spell and after watching that, is then going to
I
say,
think Azerin has stayed stuck in the blood for the blood god pose.
Right?
Okay, you're back, bro. You were like... It was great.
You know what's dope? When I'm DMing, it never acts stupid. Only when I'm playing, it acts dumb.
Right?
I don't know
With
what
the
it is.
canvas
It
clowning. I don't know what
knows.
to tell you, bro.
It never does this when I'm actually running the show. Only when I'm a player. It irks my nerves so much.
But yes, you were saying, Orta.
Orta is basically going to say to this temple, whatever trial you have, I will take it on.
You say that telepathically, right?
Yeah.
You reach out with your mind, and I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw here.
Wisdom save? Okay.
It's gonna be brutally high, I'm warning you.
Can I cast guidance on him?
I mean, he's kind of just mentally talking as far as you're
Yeah.
concerned, right?
Okay,
There's no
gotcha.
outward sign that he's about to...
Oh, wait, I think I have... I'm double checking something. There we go. Nope, no, that helps me, okay. Let's see how this works out.
Rolls a 1.
No, I got a 16.
Oh wow, I didn't betray you this time. Usually in critical moments.
Usually in critical moments I get kneecapped. This time I got kinda kneecapped. A little bit.
So that's a 16 plus what?
That's it. 10 plus 6.
Oh.
Yeah.
You reach out to talk telepathically to this thing, or whatever it is, and you feel like somebody just took for lack of better terminology, a lightsaber to your forehead. You feel something drilling into your frontal cortex, although, physically there's nothing there.
Yeah. Just
Almost
fucking...
like dark tendrils are just invading the whole forward part of your brain.
Ooh.
And directly into your mind, you feel this all-pervasive voice speak up. And this time you're able to understand it, as it's just one deep voice, drawn-out word.
Unlike the fact that
Who?
Yes.
Orta just replies with his name. Ortanai.
And then you hear the voice once again ask, drawing out the words, "Why have you come to the tomb of Exar Kun?"
Xr Kun. Sure, that's probably how you spell it.
And yes, in retrospect, it looks like a weeb-ass name. I did not invent it. It's actually a super fucking proeminent feature, person in the Star Wars fucking lore, but it's one hyphen away from being a weeb-ass name. You know?
No, Orta, you didn't go as basic with it. You just literally an X, an R, and then Kun.
Right.
True.
Right.
Go droid with it. XR Kun.
Mhm.
Orta's response is to discover this place's secrets.
And then again, directly in your mind, every word making it feel like your entire brain is just shaking inside of your cranium. It is not a pleasant sensation. It's like somebody, is doing the whole the blackboard screech, but they're doing it with your non-existent teeth right now.
I have teeth, thank you very much.
Sorry, they're doing it
snowplows.
with your. They're doing it with your overbite. They put your face to the damn thing, and they're just grinding those upper teeth against the blackboard.
There's a reason I wear my mask, okay?
There you go.
Just added a physical to the sound. That just no.
Yeah, that's
it's
basically how his brain
bad.
feels right now. As the voice answers and says, "Then fight and prove yourself worthy."
Fucking
What was that
fight
first
what?
part? I just heard prove yourself worthy.
I heard
Then
that.
fight and prove yourself worthy.
Yeah. That's what he said. We have no idea what the guy's saying to him, though. So
As you say, those words are said, Orta, you feel that warrior fury inherent to your people just boil inside your body. And your thumb just subconsciously moves towards the activation switch on your lightsaber.
Oh, I don't want that.
bring it.
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying you do turn the lightsaber on. That's the one thing I'm making you do.
I turn it
now.
on.
I'm not taking control of your character. I
Yeah, I
promise.
know.
I hate when people do that to me. I'm not doing it to you. But there is indeed a rage just boiling over inside of you, courtesy of that failed wisdom saving throw.
Orta is just going to, I guess, accidentally reach out to everybody's mind when he's just trying to speak to the temple and just say, "What am I fighting?"
I think that's gonna make all
I like turn to Orta. I'm like, Mama?
Yeah, and you realize that Orta just said, "What am I fighting?" as if answering someone, and turned their lightsaber on. That's what you guys see from your perspective. A reminder.
Yeah.
No explanation, just "What am I fighting?" Lightsaber turns on.
Which makes Omni start preparing for battle, and that axe is coming off her back, and she's getting ready for something to come at them.
Mibble is backing away.
Only and Mibble would both sort of see a look come over Orta, similar to when he reclaimed the chieftain's sword from the.
Don't shock it
Yeah. You remember that, yeah?
Nonly does not.
Only
Oh, was
joined
that
after that.
I
No,
thought
I think
it was
Yavin
right
joined.
after that, right? Because he died in that fight. Or the fight after, just after. Yeah, yeah. I remember now. Okay.
But Mibble will see, and
Mibble will
he's
see it.
backing up. He's backing
No.
up.
What Only probably recognizes the rage coming out, which is what she does when she fights. So
Yeah.
she sees a battle
And
rage.
You're gonna have a slightly lesser DC because you're not dealing with like, you know, literally things in your brain here. But I still need a wisdom saving throw from Onley, please.
Oh yeah, make the barbarian do the wisdom saving throw.
I mean, you're predisposed to raging anyway. Let's be real. I should make you do it at a disadvantage, but we're not gonna do that today.
Fuck you, we'll do that. And then actually I roll higher on the second die, so 15.
Yeah, no, that's actually fine. You feel it bubble up, but you hate not being the master of your own rage, and you get angry at yourself for being angry for no reason, and just use your rage to beat down the rage. You don't actually
Rage
rage.
against
You
the
manage
I will
to,
rage
you,
against
you
myself.
manage, yeah, you manage to suppress it.
It's like, excuse the
Um,
fuck out of me, what the fuck do you think you're doing?
It's like,
Sit back
"Excuse
down."
you? No, I get mad because I choose so.
I'm the one who gets mad, not some temple.
Exactly. And yeah, you, my dear friend, are seeing this right now, and Kodav, I mean, you see everybody seems to be pulling their weapons and looking mightily pissed off all of a sudden.
I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
wishing I had your force equivalent of calm emotions, because I'm like,
Yeah. Bro, chill. Okay.
Yeah, Mibble's backing up and trying to make himself seem non-existent at this point.
And you
With-
just hear, yes, fight, in your mind, Orta.
Fight what?
Feeling the rage bubble, can Only kind of start getting a sense of what's happening here, or is she still kind of in the dark?
Considering Orta just turned around with a wild look in his eyes, pulled his weapon and said, yeah, what are we, like, fight what? And you just felt rage bubble up and pulled out your own weapon. I'm pretty sure by this point you know what's up.
I will look at Kodav and goes, it wants us to fight each other.
let's see how the TOTOR ends.
Prove your worth. Fight.
Each non-hostile creature.
And for knowing a little bit about Sith lore, you know that this is typical of them. They'll make students or potential applicants or whatnot kill and fight each other and whatnot. It's sort of the whole, like, I don't want to say gang initiation of the dark side, but, like, it's kind of that whole, like, hey, once you've bloodied yourself and you've done something horrible, it's easier to keep doing horrible things. So the entry test is do something horrible.
Classic hazing.
The
Yeah.
barrier to
The
entry.
classic Sith, really, but yeah.
Only has
Um,
no problem getting in a fight with Orta, and if Orta wants that, but she will not go like full all out. I'm going to kill him.
And Kodav, you can feel that this is very different than the approach that the Holocron had when you were talking to it in the ship.
Oh yeah.
Like this is the vile taint of the dark side. You can feel it permeating the walls now that you're aware of it. This is a nexus of dark side power.
But
Um,
that being said, Only's not going to take the first strike.
I guess initiative, because I need to touch, Orta to see if I can successfully cast restoration and break whatever mental hold is on his person.
Okay. Initiative? I can do that.
Yeah, sure, if you want to go ahead. We're not going to necessarily go full combat here, but if you want
Yeah.
to roll a quick initiative to see who does what in what order, go ahead.
Sounds good to me.
Why
oh
not?
god,
Ah,
Jesus.
good. I got a 6 total on my
Thanks.
initiative.
Thanks, initiative die. You suck.
Did you get worse than a 6?
I rolled a 3
Oh,
come on, guys.
for,
I got a
God.
10.
for a total of 5.
Mine would be a 19.
Alright, so yeah, you're going first then.
Only is just kind of, she has an eye on Orta. Kind of like when you know a fight's about to break out and you're just kind of bracing for it. That's what she's doing. So she's prepared for a fight. She's more than, like, she's not going to be upset with them if they get in a fight. Because she kind of gets an idea of what's happening. But I think she'll look at Orta and be like, if it's a fight they want, it's a fight they can have. If you want that. And that's what she'll say to him. I mean, she's used to putting on a spectacle.
Yeah. Realistically speaking,
And I will say that Orta has seen her in battle against someone using force powers and knows that she doesn't take as much damage as she should.
even still, this is like everything that Orta's against.
I know.
Orta's gonna just fucking pardon my language.
More
He's
of a
gonna
routine show.
he's just not really going to start doing anything. All you can see is conflict in him,
Oh, for sure.
as he's just sort of like, if we want to keep it going into this temple to figure out what's going on here, why the Sith are here, we need to fight. But no, thank you. So yeah, Orta's just going to basically stand there, take no action, just holding his lightsaber. Maybe it's like shaking a little bit in his grasp.
Oh, you can feel the vibration of the weapon in your palm. It's calling to you, but you're resisting that call. You're just like, no, I'm not giving into
No.
this. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can see this man is one push from being, over that edge.
Yeah.
Okay, so that moves us on to number 3 in the initiative, which would be you,
Kodev.
Kodev.
Well, I got a 10, so
Oh, sorry, Mibble first, then Kodev, Mabi.
Mibble is gonna see if he could find a place just to take cover at.
All right then.
He's taking cover and watching. If someone does go down, he is ready to do something if help is needed.
All right. So now Kodev.
I'm gonna approach him in a non-hostile manner, and just try and touch him. If I have to roll an attack, I will. But I'm gonna just try and touch his shoulder, and then cast Restoration. So I don't know if he's gonna try and prevent me from touching him.
I don't know. That's a question for Orta.
No, like Orta is like too busy focusing on not losing control right now to kind of stop anybody from doing anything.
Right. So if he's not going to try and stop me, I touch him, and then I cast Restoration.
I'm just double checking. That's a level 2 force power, was it?
Yeah, I can put it in roll 20. Hold on, because
I'm just trying to remember because I haven't used that one in a long time.
Because I actually used the character builder. Here we go.
Given. Okay.
There we go. Got it. Restoration, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, you cast Restoration on him?
Yep.
You do that, and weirdly, it doesn't seem to do much. Because he's not blinded, deaf, and paralyzed or poisoned.
Yeah, I know. I looked at it, and it doesn't have the. It's just shy of Restoration on the 5e side.
Yeah, you're thinking Improved Restoration, which is a level 5 spell.
Yeah.
That's the one that gets rid of curses
Charm.
and charmed effects and whatnot.
Oh, no, I can remove curse.
Really?
Yeah, because remove curse is a thing, and I have it.
Are you talking about Improved Restoration then?
A separate spell.
Probably it's
Separate
gonna be it's a separate spell. I thought
Oh.
Restoration got rid of
Let me
charm
check then
effects
if you
as
have
well.
the curse one. Let me check what the 1 second here.
That's
Thank
the
you for your
curse.
patience.
That's curse.
At the touch.
So force power remove curse, yeah?
Yeah. As dropped it in the Roll20 chat as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I initially wouldn't suspect it to be a curse. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but yeah, when you do the paralysis and all that stuff originally, it doesn't really do much. We'll roll back to your turn for the remove curse, but yeah, only you just see that, and you see him trying to do some force stuff, and it doesn't really seem to do anything.
But I do see that Orta's trying to fight whatever's making him angry,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
I think with that, seeing that he doesn't want to fight, she's going to, kind of like you would approach a cornered animal, slowly move in and attempt to basically disarm him. She wants to try and slowly pull that lightsaber out of his hand, and I don't know how well that's going to work for her, but that's what she's going to attempt to do.
Or just somebody's trying to take your lightsaber from your hands. In your state right now, how do you react? Considering your species and everything. You want to do me one more wisdom saving throw as those darkness tendrils are pushing deeper into your brain?
Oh, that's a 15 this time instead. Total.
Somebody's trying to take your lightsaber.
I mean, she's fully aware of the danger of this, so.
Yeah, Orta almost like repeating, like it's less him saying this and more him reciting something from his past.
Mm-hmm.
You'll just hear him sort of like say, "To be disarmed is to die," and basically kind of swing down with his lightsaber.
Give me the attack.
Attack roll. I will be using defensive 1 so that it's a +6 rather than a +7 to hit.
Makes sense. You're just trying to protect yourself. I'm somebody trying to steal your lightsaber.
Yep, 15 to hit.
That does not
Thankfully,
hit me.
probably doesn't hit.
No.
You still take
So
1d8 because
yeah.
of the property on the blade.
That's
So
fine.
you still take 6 damage.
So only you saw the hit coming. You knew that he was unstable. You kind of jumped back. It nicks you a little bit, but you know, as one would say, 'tis just a flesh wound.
Yeah. Nothing she'd be too concerned about. She's fully
You have a
used
bit of
to
a burn
taking
mark
hit.
on an arm or something where it
Yeah.
nicked you, but yeah, exactly.
The heat kind of transferred through the clothing she's wearing.
Yeah, you have a little like, you know, lightsaber score mark in your clothing there too, where it cut through. Damn it, that was my favorite shirt. Gets pissed, rages. The fight's on.
The fight's on.
Motherfucker!
You broke my clothing. You took my lightsaber.
No. You
You
don't
tried
want.
to touch my favorite toy.
You don't want that now, because then the berserk style starts going off, and I
There
can't
you
stop
go.
that.
Then
Yeah.
she
You
uses
hit
one
me, so
person
I'm
to
gonna
the
hit you
other
back
person.
harder.
Okay, Kodav, what are you gonna do here,
Mibble?
sir?
Mibble.
Well, Mibble first. Yeah, sorry.
Still hiding, watching the thing unfold.
Yeah,
And,
I figured. Sorry.
like I said, if anything happens and somebody goes down, he'll act if he needs to.
Am I still touching Orda?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
Alright.
swing at you, so.
Yeah.
Cool. Then,
Being the operator.
so restoration didn't work, so I'm gonna try and remove curse.
Okay.
He still
And
he has the crazy eye still.
when you remove curse, his face improves visibly. As Orta, give me one more of those wisdom saving throws. Do it at advantage this time.
Ooh, nat 20 this time.
And
Nat 20 for 26, yeah.
And so, as this happens, you are able, and then, you know, with the help of Kodav, basically pumping light side energy into your system right now, into your very soul. You both for a minute feel like you're standing side by side, and you get this flash across both of your minds of a man standing in front of you with that same brand on their forehead, holding a double-sided lightsaber. And with a sneer, the image vanishes from your minds, and you're left in that empty room. And as that happens, the two doors creak open.
I guess that counted as winning the fight.
So I'm becoming that counts as a fight, then I guess it was a mental one. We're gonna go finish pushing these damn doors open. Only starting to really not like doors.
Right.
And I'm gonna.
This guy, you hate elevator shafts. This episode, you hate doors. Don't worry about it.
The elevator shaft was just an elevator shaft. It was
I'm gonna
fine,
pat
but the
Orta
doors.
on the shoulders and go, good job, not cutting anyone's arm off.
I have trained very long to not cut people's arms off, so thank you.
This man is the one who will teach Wookiees self-control.
Good luck.
Dude, can I just say, quick tangent? Very, very disappointed that the Wookiee Jedi fight in Acolyte was a flashback and not an actual Wookiee Jedi fight. I'm like, you tease us with a fucking Wookiee Jedi, and then you have him basically do
It was all a dream.
two moves in a flashback, and then he dies off fucking camera. Thanks a lot, Acolyte bastards.
I sure do love
bad.
cool things
Too bad.
happening off screen. That's my favorite.
Yo.
It's like who the fuck wouldn't want to see a Wookiee Jedi going ham? Dude, come on. The scene writes itself.
As we move in, I think Onley will, with Order saying what he said, or Onley will be like, well, it sounds like the next step in your training is learn how to use the anger, not let it use you. Keep moving.
Uh,
She doesn't know any better.
Wow.
That is literally what she does.
As she sort of goes past, Orta puts a hand on her shoulder, and oh gosh, what are my hit dice again? 1d10, I think. Yes, 1d10.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, where's my d10? It's somewhere around here.
Don't waste
There it is. Orta's basically gonna put a hand on her shoulder and be like, I sincerely apologize to have hit you when I was weakened. And I will heal you for 5 hit points.
She just kind of, so there's just barely a score mark left. She just kind of shrugs and she goes, I knew the risk when you approach someone who's in that state. Won't be the first time I've been knocked out, or knocked down by someone like that. It goes one of two ways. You either take the weapon and they calm down, or you get hit.
Regardless, it does not mean that you should be receiving. Regardless, it's not something I should have done. And while I may not have been in control, I am still the one who did it, and I apologize.
Takes a long time to learn control in that state. Not even I'm perfect about it. And I fight in it regularly.
Indeed. That is a feat in and of itself to be able to be in control of that feeling.
Sometimes the
so
controls and
everything's
illusions.
alright?
We're all walking down the hallway, Mibble's still hiding.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
And
He sort of pops his head out and is like, is everything good now? You're good?
everything is fine. Yes.
Okay.
And then also Orta is going to turn to Kodav and be like, and thank you for helping me come back.
I think they had to run for a second. So.
Yeah. Still, I say that, and then we keep walking, and then responses can happen at a convenient time.
Yeah. And you know, or it might just be that I've been desensitized to gears of fighting in the gladiator ring. We'll do that to you.
Fair enough.
Very good.
Yeah. And sort of start walking down the hallway or wherever we're. Yeah.
I presume we started walking as we were chatting.
Yeah. Keep walking as we chat. Yeah.
And you guys enter another room. And in this room, the very air feels heavy and oppressive. The sound of your footsteps automatically just like sounds deadened, muffled.
I dislike this.
Oh.
So everything feels like constricting and such.
Yeah, it's just very oppressive. And if you do penetrate, you do walk within the room.
Yeah, they won't stop.
Okay. As you guys enter the room, the door's shut behind you.
Son of a bitch.
My favorite.
And in the middle of the room, like, you can see that this is an old temple. It's kind of crumbled a little bit on the inside with age. The building itself is holding well, but whatever was decorating the inside has obviously since been has seen better days. And at the center of the room, you see what looks like a sarcophagus with the very image of the man you saw at the front door, complete with the sigil on its forehead and everything, just there in the middle of the room.
Orta's still at the lead, but sticking close to the group.
And right next to your ear, you hear a voice, this time not psychically, but verbal, right next to your ear, Orta, saying, "Ah, so you made it past my trials."
Do we hear that? Or is it just Orta?
You all do.
What?
Are you the same person that we met that was...
Oh, it's the same voice, you can tell. It just doesn't sound nearly as, like, grandiloquent now that it's verbal and not, a
grandiose,
psychic boom.
yeah.
But for some reason, that feels almost more threatening.
Right?
It's like the cool, collected behavior of an apex predator right next to your ear,
Yay.
Ex-Harkoon, I take it?
And then on the other side, this time on your left, you hear the same voice. I guess to Onley's left this time, right? Since you guys are at the front of the party, you just hear, "Oh, so my name is still whispered in the halls of the Jedi Councils."
Only a time I've heard it is here. So sorry to disappoint.
No. If they hid my name, it means I still scare them. That's an even better compliment.
Fair enough. Out of character, fair enough.
Yes. In character, I'm not giving him the satisfaction.
Yeah. No. No.
Exactly. Very good.
So if we passed your trials, what happens now?
And this time behind you, like I said, where the two doors were, you hear the voice once again as it says, "Well, That depends on you, on me. What brought you to my temple? This time the voice booms across all of your minds.
As
He's not yelling, it's just,
Yeah.
it booms,
he has that power kind of naturally. I'm imagining.
Almost, yeah. It's
like
almost
not-
like it's easier for him to let it loose than for him to contain it.
He just cast a Thermatage, just nothing.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It's like classic
Kind of, yeah.
dermatology.
Yeah, when you speak, it automatically casts Termatology when you speak, exactly. Thaumaturgy, sorry, but yes, you know what I meant.
Do not take me for some conjurer of cheap tricks.
Yeah, exactly.
Out of character, what the hell are we doing here again?
We were following
Were you
the trail.
researching?
The trail of a Jedi who could heal kyber crystals.
Oh yeah.
And this was
And
the
also-
last step on it that we know of.
And also doing research why the Sith are interested.
Was
Yeah.
it? No, I think we made the assumption because the Sith attacked here that this was the next step.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was one of the 4 places that's getting attacked, and it's the only place that isn't listed in a list of planets that he visited that are being attacked.
Yeah.
So we presume that this is the last step that we have.
And that the Sith might have some information that we didn't.
Basically, yeah. And that's the situation, if memory serves. What would Ordis? I mean, does anybody else have anything that they would say in this situation, or?
Nibble is freaked out.
Fair.
Like, Kodab acknowledges that Orda is the face, and will let the face talk.
All right.
Anli's here to smash things. She can talk if you want her to, but she is here to smash things.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
Ortez is gonna say, like mentioned before, we are trying to figure out the secrets that this planet might hold, and your tomb is one of said secrets.
As he takes an exaggerated yawn.
Classic.
So the flies followed the scavengers. They tried to breach my temple. They made it past the first doors, but then gave in to their base impulses and wantonly slaughtered each other for my second door. Pathetic. They were of low upbringing, and clearly their attitude reflected it.
So others have already tried to enter here.
The weak-willed have no place in my presence. And every time you try to, like, turn your head to look at him, by the way, there's almost like a whooshing sound almost, and it just kind of you just see a shadow, like, flicker out the corner of your eye, but you're never able to really make, like, full-on eye contact, or, like, see.
I think after a time, Anli would stop trying to see him and just stand there staring in one direction. Like, no, fuck it off, I don't want to do this.
Then we've gotten past the first 2 doors, and you say that the trials are complete and that we can. Then you ask us why we are here. I've told you to figure out the secrets of this place, and I would appreciate an answer in that regard. what is so special that others have tried to enter here and failed?
One second. Okay, sorry about that.
Algie, did you hear me? Or
Yeah, no, sorry. Tell me. Go ahead.
we've cleared your trial, supposedly, and I asked you what secrets this place holds. What is so special about here that that the the other Sith have tried to get in?
Pathetic scavengers attempting to plunder thee and desecrate my tomb. Their quest for power. Well, it's predictable and pathetic, really. That is not how one wields power.
What is the power to be claimed here?
You enter the tomb of a Sith Lord, the greatest Sith ever, and you ask him, what is there to be claimed inside his tomb?
Why don't we try?
And I thought you had a better mind than that.
Why don't we try another approach? What knowledge do you wish to impart on the world now?
Both of you are weak. He turns to you, Kodav. How about you?
Simple. We passed your trials. Give us what's rightfully ours.
Finally one who wishes to claim something. And what do you think is rightfully yours?
Whatever was buried with you.
You wish for mere trinkets. Fine. So be it! And with that last booming voice, you just feel the air around you guys shake as the top lid of the sarcophagus grinds from its base and falls off to the edge, revealing what is inside. Do you peer within the sarcophagus?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing the stupid.
Before Kodav peers into the sarcophagus, I'll sort of speak out again. I claim if it's about claiming what's rightfully ours, I want the knowledge of the Jedi that was also on this planet. Insert name here for the Jedi who discovered and
Could
sort of like
possibly be
practiced
on
healing
this.
kyber crystals.
Right. That name is unknown to me. Probably after my time, I would have heard of such a Jedi. But if you want the greatest Jedi of my time, search for the tomb of Ulik Keldroma. I'm sure your flaunted Jedi Order can help you find him.
Yeah, that's all Orta can think to ask. I mean, there is, I guess, one more question. If you guys are okay with me asking one more question before Kodav goes into the
Peeks
sarcophagus.
into the tomb.
Peers into the sarcophagus. Orta will say, "What do you know about soul sabers?"
I've already answered and given you knowledge to ask for. Do not get greedy with me, boy.
I had a feeling that would be the response.
would the other two want to try something? Only was told she's weak. Only double-handed attack on the sarcophagus. How's that for weak? Smash.
This is the first time I've heard the term Soul Saber, correct?
I think so. Yes.
That sounds right, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm marking that down. I'm like, what the fuck's a Soul Saber? Like, I've never
Though,
heard of it.
having seen Orta's lightsaber earlier, you might have had an inkling that this is what he was referring to. As his blade, when he did draw the lightsaber, the blade itself looked unstable, and in the middle, instead of being a light-colored version of the lightsaber's blade, it almost
was
seemed
dark,
like
yeah.
it was an obsidian core in the middle of the purple lightsaber. In the purple
No,
blade.
With one
when
little speck
I drew the
floating around.
card,
Yes.
when I drew the card, it became like a mint green sort of color with like the
Oh,
black
right, I
core.
forgot. Yeah. But the core is still dark, correct.
Yeah.
So,
yes.
so there's Hilt's lightsaber blade. In the middle of lightsaber blade is like an
The
acorn.
dark.
So
Yeah,
if you
the
look
length
at a regular lightsaber blade, right, it's like the color, and in the middle it's a very like pale, radiant equivalent to that color, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Here, that
okay.
core, that center part of it, the radiation around it is still green, but the center core of it is a much darker, almost like obsidian color. Think like dark saber, but the outside of it is green.
Okay, so so instead of it going from outside inner dark
does the
to
opposite.
light, it does
Correct.
the opposite. Okay, that's
And-
weird.
Correct me if
Yeah.
wrong, there's also a little speck floating around that one.
Yeah. There's a little
Exactly.
speck that's a soul and that's sort of floating around there.
It
Also, it's a crossguard
It
saber,
fucking
so it
refused
has.
to leave.
Yeah. It moved in and it claimed squatters' rights, and I haven't been able to get rid of it yet.
Yeah.
Basically.
It's rent free.
It's like, fuck you, I'm
Yeah.
staying.
And if you do mention the lightsaber, while he did the sword saber, while he doesn't answer your question, you feel him just like you just hear his voice go.
I think at that point, Anli would turn towards the last direction she heard the sound, as she's been pointedly not moving at
Yep.
this point.
Yep.
Knowing she's not going to see anything, it's just instinct, turn towards the person you're talking to.
Yep.
And, God, what was it that he said that? I'm trying to remember how I wanted to phrase this. You right? Sorry, I'm replaying, after we got distracted, I'm replaying what he said in my head. Is it really greedy to take the knowledge that he's owed for coming through these trials? One tiny speck of some temple for some long forgotten Sith is not knowledge you've given him. What do you know about the Soul Sabers?
You would sacrifice your prize for him.
I don't need your prize.
You can feel him breathing in, almost like he's tasting the air, and it's a long, drawn-in.
He could probably feel that her anger's close to the surface as she's demanding this too, because she's just pissed
Those
off that they treated Order
emotions.
like that.
The anger, the caring. If only you were force sensitive, I would have made you the main beneficiary of this conversation. Alas, you were born defective. Fine.
Once again, I don't need your prize.
And nor do I care to give it to you. And he turns, and Orta, you just hear him say, I didn't think you would carry one on you. Well, don't mind if I do. And you just feel it vibrate on your hip. You
I'm immediately
hear
putting
a
my hands on it.
you hear a high-pitched scream as he just says, make room! And the saber shakes.
No, it's mine. Get the fuck out.
in your hand.
Like
Obviously,
hell.
a new roommate that she doesn't want to have there.
Yeah.
Oh, he said make room.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Zizu's getting a roommate. She doesn't want him.
Sorry, Zizu, not
Yeah.
Davi.
No, Davi's not in there.
Character.
Zizu's the one that's in
Davi's
there.
not in there.
The other dead
He did.
character.
Zizu got absorbed. Mabi.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Get your characters right.
and
Jeez.
Zizu's getting a roommate she never wanted, and no, unfortunately, one operative versus the full might of one of the greatest Sith Lords ever. The scream is cut short all of a sudden, and you just feel a weird, odd warmth coming from the saber. Almost like you're touching something that's slick with blood, but there's no blood to be seen.
Oh dear Lord.
I'm gonna look at Orta and go like, okay, what's that about? Because
we probably don't hear it anymore.
we see like a soul go into the blade, right?
And another one
Yeah.
get kicked out, basically, yes.
Oh, she was kicked out.
Got kicked out. Oh god.
Oh fuck no.
And
No.
give me a minute, I'm not done. You see it get kicked out, right? And you see this little mote of white floating in front of your face, looking pissed off, or like it doesn't have a face.
It
but
has
you
little
can
angry
feel-
eyebrows.
You can feel it like
Just
in
Navi with
front of you.
angry
You know what I
eyebrows.
mean?
It's Petty
As it,
Pouty.
Zooms back into the saber, and you hear more grunting and screeching a little bit and
He's gonna
everything.
get- Yeah.
And after a while, should you
or-
turn the blade on, you'll see one big dark mote floating inside the blade, and one teeny little white one. As they've
You
kind
are-
of carved a portion of the blade out for each other.
Each
The
of them
white
has
one's
their own
like-
half the
very,
blade.
very much like, you know, the motes of the various motes that you saw on the blade, the one that Only,
Yeah.
not Only, Alia, sorry,
Alia,
used
yeah.
to used to wield.
And here we'll go one step further. Every time that little white mote passes by one of the black one, it becomes misshapen as it goes like this.
Actually, no, but when the two come close to each other, there's a bit of a boom sound as they kind of ricochet off of each other.
Like,
It's like a bit of a thunderous noise, like. You know?
I'm just imagining a sitcom where like two fucking roommates don't get along at all in an apartment.
And one of
We're
them
just
is
together.
petty as fuck and does everything to annoy the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Gosh.
guess one's the petty one.
And on that funny moment, we're all gonna go on break for a little bit, and we shall be
Yeah.
back shortly. But stay
I
tuned for more Tales of the Outer Rim in a few minutes.
did it again. Shoot. Fix it?
Well, we're back.
Fixed it. Good.
And we came back as you said, did it again, shoot. So, welcome, chat.
I was able... I had to fix my camera again. That's why I said did it again, shoot.
Yeah, they couldn't see that yet because I hadn't flipped the cameras over.
Well, I stand by my statement. I need to defend myself.
No, did it again, shoot was the fact that we came back. I know it was. Don't lie.
I resemble that comment.
Okay. So, Zizu had just gotten a new roommate inside of Orta's Soul Saber, right?
Yeah. I believe so, yes. And Orta is desperately focusing on kicking out the new roommate.
And try as you
He's
may,
just trying to help.
that suffocating presence here in the temples seems to prevent you from kicking out that visitor.
I'd like to point out that he never answered my question.
That's true, he didn't.
What an asshole.
Well, I mean, he is a Sith Lord.
Yeah, that's
What
almost
a
like
boo-head.
he's a bad person, you know?
Almost.
Like,
It vaguely resembles that.
Pretty much. This is funny. My noodles, you don't see them right now, but they're actually hanging from the chopsticks. And this is able to make them invisible and yet still have my shirt show. That's pretty crazy.
Probably because of how thin they are.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, anyway.
I mean, what noodles? You're eating nothing but air trying to trick us into thinking it's
Right.
noodles.
yep.
Exactly.
Some sort of
exactly.
mime that talks.
The noodles are only in your head.
I know I'm French, but these noodles do not exist. These are not the noodles you're looking for.
Not the noodles you crave.
But yes. So long story short, Zizu has an impromptu roommate right now.
Yay!
And try as you might, Orta, he doesn't want to move.
I'm gonna refer back to the Discord chat with Tinkerbell going, that's easy.
Yeah,
How dare.
he's essentially just like burned the eviction notice, and he's like, I live here now.
Squatters' rights, baby.
As Zizu did pretty much the same thing to you. She can't be too
Yeah.
upset by that, but she doesn't like him.
So, what was your question? The rest of the stuff he knew about the Soul Saber?
She just asked him what he knew about
Yeah.
the Soul Saber.
That
Well,
was the question I asked, yeah.
considering he just hijacked it for a piggyback ride for his ghost form soul, whatever the fudge he is. Yeah, you'd gather he knows what the fudge they are and how to fucking deal with them, but he doesn't seem to answer your questions, Izu. He just kind of does what the hell he wants with it. and
Excuse
just
the
hops
fuck out
on
of me? Which character was that? Only?
Didn't I say Zizu?
You said Zizu, it's Only.
Yeah.
It's Zizu, it's Only.
Zizu's dead.
Yeah, no, I mean he ignored Zizu wanting to kick him of the lightsaber and doesn't turn on. But yeah,
You're
there we go.
robotic.
Flip him around.
There we go.
We're getting there. We're gonna have to name all 18 of your characters in one sentence. Stop it.
Oh, whose fault is it that they have 18 characters?
Wow.
Hers. Notably hers for charging solo at a Torrent attack.
Wasn't exactly solo. It just attacked me first because I went first.
Well, also because you kept consistently doing the most damage, so it's like, well, this thing is killing me, I must kill it first. But yes.
And two, it's also your fault that Davi died.
No, wait. You're the one who decided to
Navi,
destroy
you're
the Soul
right.
Saber.
Navi, however, is on you.
No, you got those flipped. Davi was my character. Navi was her twin.
Right. Alright, I killed the twin, you killed the character, yes, by doing the stupid, but yes.
No, I would have done the stupid if you hadn't made such an awesome scene.
So it is still your fault. All right, fair enough. Carry on.
Nope, not taking it. Mm-mm. That's Zoro logic right there. That don't work with me. She's tried it many, many times. Alright. She's like in the background listening to this, like, I'm gonna kill this guy the moment the stream's over.
She's like, I swear to God, I'm never drawing any of Tamara's Star Wars characters because he just keeps killing them. She has my back.
Look.
She has my back.
Look. Alright. I blame you entirely for this. Where were we? Okay, yes, the stream. I'm praying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Orta. So, yeah, your lightsaber has an extra roommate inside of it. Now your soul saber has an extra.
So, Koda, what do you find inside that sarcophagus?
Indeed.
Yeah, while he's working out the new renters agreement, I'm going over to the sarcophagus, and now that there's no ghost to worry about, repercussions.
Yep.
Just
And you look
walk
inside
over.
the sarcophagus, and you see scraps of fabric that were probably once, his robes. And, of course, next to it, you see a smooth, black, almost obsidian color, cool to the touch looking lightsaber hilt. And this is a double-bladed lightsaber hilt.
Oh no.
Bum, bum, bum.
Sitting next to the scraps, and you hear a voice coming from the soul saber, and it's the same voice that you've been hearing this whole time, coming from Orta's lightsaber right now.
Twist, it's
And-
Zizi's voice.
Huh?
It's a twist, it's Zizi's
Zizi.
voice. He's just using it.
And you just hear the voice say, the discarded effects of my physical shell. Such paltry trinkets. And so benign in comparison to the mighty power of the Force.
So is it just like rags, dust, and the lightsaber?
Yep.
Interesting.
Rebel sort of peeks in as well and sees the lightsaber.
I'm
That
gonna take
isn't
the
what I think
lightsaber.
it is it?
I grab it and I'm like, yeah, it's a lightsaber.
Not only like a lightsaber, but I'm hoping that's not another one of those things.
I don't know. I turned it on. I did with the other ones.
Oh, you're fine. You turn it on, and a pair of crimson blades, erupt from both ends. And there's so much power that the blade almost looks like it's kind of like vibrating.
Oh.
Like this thing is like over-tuned for power. And actually, if I remember correctly, his combat style, because yes, I know everything down to the goddamn combat style that this guy used.
Is that the one you sent to me before? The
No,
crazy...
no, it's a different one. I will tell you in a minute. So funny enough, actually, it's a pretty balanced lightsaber form that he uses. It's called Niman. And it's a mix of other forms that is often considered a jack-of-all-trades form, which allows it to kind of become more aggressive or more defensive as the situation demands. And what's fun about that for you there is that you, by grabbing that lightsaber and feeling that and seeing the lightsaber itself and how overtuned the lightsaber is by comparison to the form and all that, you're able to grasp that this guy is not nearly as simple as he seems to be as a Sith Lord. This guy was probably a master strategist of some kind. He was probably some kind of like big brain guy that, yes, because he lived in a times where Herder Sith dumb knew how to act the part, but he didn't become one of the most feared Sith Lords ever for no reason. This guy had it up in the brain too.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna turn it off and basically just hook it to my belt next to my other lightsaber.
Okay.
Well, at least it's not purple.
Wow,
What's wrong with purple?
Yeah, as like, you know, as my tentacles like start twitching.
Ask him.
What's
Points to
wrong with
Ota.
purple, Mibble?
Ask Ota.
Well,
A problem with purple?
you asked about what the deal with that whole situation was and what a soul saber is.
Flashback to the first few episodes.
Yep.
Just currently not purple, by the way.
It is not currently purple. It is currently green, a lovely shade of sea green.
Yes, but that's yours, but the actual
Yeah.
Soul Saber.
Actual soul saber is purple. But so, oh gosh, I don't know how to explain it well in character, so I'm going to explain it out of character to the best of my ability. Basically, back when we started this whole journey, it was because we needed to find these soul saber, find a way to beat a soul saber after our sort of temple that we were training at was wiped out by someone wielding a soul saber. Soul sabers basically, whenever they kill somebody, absorb the soul that of the person that it killed and make it continually stronger. And then a lot of the time they are very much, their whole goal is to corrupt the wielder to joining the dark side.
Well, it's just
order
because of the way
mental
they
work.
function, they do push people towards the dark side. Yes.
Yeah, just by the nature of how they work, they push people towards the dark side.
Thankfully, yours is a bit different due to a very fortuitous draw of the data pad of many entries. But yes.
But Orta's sort of goal is to find a way to heal the soul saber, because it was initially just if memory serves, it was in essence a hurt kyber crystal similar to Sith lightsabers and kyber crystals, and Orta wants to find a way to basically heal the soul saber and sort of, I guess, redeem it.
As we get Orta's mental word vomit as he tries to find the right words and forgets to turn off the telepathic.
Yeah. He word vomits all of that. He's like, oh, I said that over the telepathic link, didn't I?
I used the inside voice on the outside.
Yeah, like whenever Orta forgets to, like, you know, he like brain bombs like, you know, me. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, all right. I need a minute to absorb the information he just speed loaded into my head.
Sorry, that was not intentional. This has been a lot.
Okay. Good. And
We didn't find anything to help us figure out how to heal kyber crystals, but did find some cool stuff.
And he obviously knows something about them, otherwise he wouldn't have gone in there.
And
We
also,
still have that information, yeah.
you did get a
Also-
name though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a name, yeah.
and also, we also kept Seth from getting whatever they wanted from here, possibly, if they wanted that, pointing to the lightsaber that,
Yeah.
From the lightsaber, you hear a voice say, "The diminutive pet is right. You should leave before the scavengers come once more."
Diminutive pet.
Mibble just gives a face, but he doesn't dare try to talk back to this thing. He doesn't know what it's capable of.
Should we just give it a good smack on the hilt a few times? Maybe that will jostle him around.
You just hear the voice. Oh, and he doesn't talk back. A well-trained pet indeed.
Or that
Flips him
shakes
off.
the lightsaber like a mixed drink.
glow stick.
He's like,
Hey, be careful with Zizu.
sorry,
Oh
Zizu.
man.
Zuzu is all for it if it annoys this guy. That is now Zuzu's one goal in life and unlife.
Yeah.
Afterlife.
Look,
You made a
look,
terrible
she knows
mistake. I
that
have a
it's
lot
like
of free time.
his soul, her soul. So she knows she's not
Zuzu's
allowed
like,
power to
yeah,
him, but she's
like,
like, I can be an
that's
annoying little gnat.
Yeah. As we make our way out, hopefully we don't engage any Sith. I'm
I
gonna
would
ask,
like.
I'm gonna ask the party.
Ooh, what was
Well,
that?
do we want to check the other temple?
Oh, follower. Thank you.
Well, why don't we
Oh,
ask her
follow?
next?
Oh, what?
Oh,
A new follow.
What happened?
oh,
Oh, hey,
Thank
thanks for the
you.
follow.
Thank you, new phone.
hey.
I just heard the dice thingy and I had to wait for it to pop up.
So,
Oh.
why don't we ask our new travel buddy? Points at Oda's lifesaver. Is there anything important about the temple? The other temple?
You guys do get the feeling that you've pretty much made it to the heart of that temple.
No, the other one, the bigger one.
Oh, do you guys want to head back out to the ship?
Yeah.
We're
I mean,
more or less
yeah.
asking if there's asking the Sith Lord that's now in Oda's.
Who's asking the lightsaber right now?
Middle's
Nibble.
just like making the comment. Why don't we ask him? Ask him if he knows anything. There's anything important in the bigger temple.
I'll be honest, I forgot there was a bigger temple.
I mean, important's quite subjective because he's
Right.
what's important to him might not be what's important to us.
Yeah. Also, like, as we're leaving, I wanted to see if I could scan the walls to see if, like, this main antechamber where he was is, like, has, like, more engravings and stuff.
Sure. Give me a quick investigate. As you look around for something specific.
I'm guidancing myself. Ah, a 14.
On a 14, you do see a few more, but all of them seem to be
Just, like,
retellings of exploits and whatnot of Exar's life. There's not much else here.
Okay.
Which is kind of funny because, like, you'd think somebody as powerful as him would have accumulated riches or whatever, but, like, not. It seems like his lifestyle, personally at the very least, was pretty austere. Pretty frugal.
Alright.
But yeah, Mibble sort of says out loud, maybe we should ask our new travel buddy about the bigger temples, see if there's anything important in there.
We can do that, but I imagine a temple of this power opening is going to send out signals. So, as mentioned, we should. Yes, as you said, we should probably leave. We can ask questions.
Furthermore, I'm not inclined to answer the questions of a mere pet.
Mibble just sort of.
How long before Mibble just disassembles the lightsaber just to piss off?
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Right?
Like this thing is gonna end up
could
in
do
several different parts drawers soon.
Right?
Sorry, Arta. I can't deal with this thing anymore.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of.
Mibble's like, I don't like making overtime, cracks finger, but for this thing, I'll make an exception, takes it apart. Okay, so you guys are headed back to the ship, or are you headed back to the other temple via the ship, or what are you guys doing exactly?
Getting out of the temple, headed back to the ship.
Head ship. we should probably find some place to hide and scan the other temple to make sure the Sith don't go to the other temple once they realize possibly we've gone into this one. Because logic dictates, like, oh, they burgled this one, now they're gonna go burgle the other one. So we
But it
don't
all
want
depends on
to
what's important to them.
killing us.
They don't know exactly who came in here. Not that it should matter, though,
Exactly.
because they're going to grab whatever's on our bodies at the end.
Exactly. I don't want to be a target for, their ill will.
Yeah, let's head back to the ship.
Okay. And you can head back to the ship. And as you get back to the ship, you hear a high-pitched sound that you are able to recognize as being the repulsors of a ship firing. As something lands in the clearing next to you guys, as it starts to disengorge people.
How many people?
I think we don't care, just go.
Yeah, we just load up, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Where's your kid?
I left them in the kitchen with a lot of food.
Yeah.
The parent in me cringes.
Hopefully the ship isn't torn apart.
I assure you, I did not forget about the child. At any point.
No, that is not what happened.
Your
Out of
parental
character,
privileges, IRL,
I
are kind of
did.
being revoked.
In character. Or to just desperately did not want to bring along a child into a possible Sith temple.
But we didn't know it was a Sith temple until we entered.
Yeah.
An unknown
Regardless, I
random
didn't want to bring
temple.
him into a temple. Yeah, unknown random temple on a Sith capital. This is like a Sith-centric planet, no? Or moon, or whatever this
It
is.
wasn't known.
It is like a
So,
known.
Out of character, Exarchun enslaved basically, or made his own, the Masasai inhabitants of Yavin for its original inhabitants. And then basically took over their planet and had them build a bunch of temples. They use it's a jungle planet, right? Yavin 4. They used to live in that jungle and whatnot. And he basically said, "Yeah, well, you work for me now. We'll have soft shell tacos later, but first, build me goddamn temples." And so they built an entire network of temples on that planet. That network of temples being used to house his soul, basically. So think of a lich whose phylactery is a planet-wide network of temples, and you have more or less the idea of what that feels like.
AKA Egypt.
Gotcha.
Ish, yeah.
Ancient Egypt, but yeah.
But yes, and
So-
yeah, you guys exit the temple to see, like I said, a shuttle landing next to your ship as it starts to disgorge troops,
Does it
and a
look-
hooded figure at the front.
And who does this figure look like?
And from the sounds of it, doesn't sound like we can make it to our ship before they make it to our ship.
Not really.
Okay.
You could probably like push your way through them if they kind of let you, but you know. And
the axe is out. It's not raised. It's not aggressive, but it's in her hand. My second Mibbles question: what does the hood figure look like?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Player me is a little terrified. Character has no idea what's happening.
Yeah.
Is it Mr. Can't be killed a lot?
Why won't
Yes.
Obi, why can't you die?
Why do you mention him? Because a masked voice, and you can tell because it sounds like this. A masked voice will talk from behind the hood as he says to the troops, "Stand down." And he walks forward. Well, more like, "Stand down." As he walks forward and pulls the hood back. And of course, in front of you is your good old friend.
Darth, why won't you die?
Yes.
Seriously?
Darth, just fucking stay dead.
And he looks at you
Dude.
all, and he says, "Fancy meeting you all here once more. I said we'd have fun again soon. I didn't think it would be this soon."
Look at Orna, look back at him, be like, what the fuck is happening here?
"I killed this guy. Like, he disintegrated. Why is he there? We ghosted him and made him into dust."
We ghosted him, made him into
A fifth
dust.
fucking
Did it a
time
few
just
more
to make sure he
times.
died.
Just to be sure, blended him into a smoothie, called it Darth Why Don't You Die Gamer Supplement, drank it, went to the bathroom with it again, and yet he still came back. Like, what the heck? That one was for you, Rojan. Anyway,
Yes,
so yeah.
yes.
Shameless gamer plug-in. No, we're not sponsored, by the way. It's just a running joke on this channel. But anyway, yeah.
God. The moment I
Can we-
see
can-
him... Oh,
Can
sorry.
we just get to our ship and leave, like, out of character? Like, is that a possibility, or are they
I mean, he's kind of in the way.
He's between us and our ship.
Yeah.
I'll do this just to make things a little more visible on the map, but yes.
Then,
it's
as
map.
this conversation's about to start, Orta's going to
I'll
reach
make you guys
into...
smaller again once it starts.
Once... We're still on the main map, notably. But, once
Oh,
we...
yes. Sorry, I didn't bring you guys over. Shame on me. Dishonor on me, on my cow, and on 14 generations of the family. There we go.
But as we're about to start this conversation, Orta's going to reach out towards the ship, towards the Babby, and be like, "Please hide. Hide and stay safe."
From the lightsaber, you just hear a voice say, "Oh,
Hush you.
interesting. Interesting. A hive mind with the power of the Force. Now that is interesting."
You stay the hell away from them.
No promises.
Do you want to see Orta angry? This is how you see Orta angry.
Good, good. Let your anger flow through you. I can taste it.
You're foolish to think that this is anger.
We shall see. We shall see. Anyway,
Anyways, we have something
you
else
have
to
a
deal with
problem.
right
You have
now.
the monologue aside right now. You have a problem in front of you. Namely, Darth, why the hell won't you die? Yes. As you guys have affectionately called him. Because nobody has asked him for his name yet, and he hasn't given it to you, so yeah.
I don't think he wants to tell us his name. I gotta be honest here.
I mean, nobody's ever bothered to ask, so, you know.
I mean, there's always
There's-
now.
Yeah.
Because he tries
You know,
to
we
kill
gotta
us
quit
whenever
meeting
we
like
see
this.
him.
He doesn't exactly come off as very receptive to conversation.
Yeah, he's more of the scream at you, whirl in midair, drawing lightsaber, and smash it on your head type. Yeah, we've talked about this.
Yeah. I
But-
mean,
but
how many troops are there with him?
You beat a fucking die. Rosa, please stay the fucking dead.
We love him,
Yeah,
Rosa. We
see,
do.
every body has a different name, and these are different. Definitely all of his bodies different names or whatever. Each of his incarnations different names. I love it.
I think in character, Onley would be like, we really have to stop meeting like this. We don't even know your name.
Is that really relevant? I'm here for combat. Give me your best.
We've been here. We've done this several times. We know how it ends. How about we just not?
You feel from the lightsaber, Orta, just like the voice once again peek up and say, "And this is the foolishness of the Sith that followed." Well, I guess he'd make a good beast for the trials.
Was that out loud?
Yeah.
Like, just Order can hear, or everyone can hear him?
I feel like he's goading everything and everyone on it.
Oh yeah, this guy is just starting as much metric cubes of cubed metric tons of bantha poodoo right now that he can in order to
accelerate
well,
things.
Exactly, you know what it is.
I mean, Orta's still standing in front.
Order can control your companion. Control your renter.
I like to imagine Zizou's just in the background going blah 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 every time he talks.
Probably.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm Mr. Sith and I'm so important. Yeah, switch Order in Mibble's place, because that is not where Mibble's standing.
Yeah, there's Mibble's like back by the temple door still.
There we go.
There we are.
Yeah, I'll just de-size everybody for the fight though, so we're not dealing with
Oh yes, because there will be a fight. I can only imagine.
I mean, if the fight happens again, it depends on how you guys handle it. But yeah, I'm just gonna make everybody size appropriate, so we're not dealing with. There we go. All right.
I mean, look, the same fight happened over and over again. Eventually, everyone's gonna stop subscribing to the fights. No point in doing this.
There's one, and it's where I kill you.
Was this the 5th time, 6th time we fought this guy? We're still standing here, aren't we? You say that every time.
There won't be an elevator shaft to save you this time.
Won't be an elevator shaft to save you.
I'm gonna say roll initiative because he's about to jump on your asses.
That's fine. Look, you let Alma talk, and this is what she does, okay?
I have nothing clever to say.
Omni is
I don't think there's
a shit
anything
starter.
clever at all in this entire situation at this point.
No. But to be fair, Omni is just kind of over this dude. She's like, whatever, dude, just go away.
Of course I wrote that though.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, same for me.
Do we have a turn order? Oh yeah, are we on the turn order?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
DM.
yet.
Oh,
Oh,
why is
DM, can you put us on the turn order?
I could be convinced, I suppose. There's the turn order.
I rolled a nat 20 for my initiative.
Funny, so did he. That's a good start today. We're doing this again. Yeah,
is
Mibble.
next?
Actually, you're gonna go first.
You need to put your dexterity modifier in after your 25.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, yours is slightly higher, I think.
Probably 20.2? 25.2?
Yeah, she got 25.14, but he's...
What's their strength score? Or dex score? Oh, it's a 14. Okay. But that way too, if
Yeah,
you
because
just
you have
play...
like a special... You have a special feat or something that gives you extra initiative, right? If I remember correctly.
Me?
Yeah, I think something allows him to put his intelligence in there.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, that's it. It's her intelligence that does it. That's why.
But If you just put his flat number in there, tilt, it will automatically put them above him. If you want to do it that way.
No, that's the thing. It's because he's technically
Yeah.
he's technically one less because his dex, as you can see. But because she puts her initiative, it just she gets a +5 instead of a +4. So that's the whole weird thing, because I think she's using intelligence for her thing.
And I guess
Anyway.
I take us to the map.
Yes, if you don't mind doing that real quick.
And let's go ahead and zoom in because everyone's so tiny.
Itty bitty.
Itty bitty little things. I also might have been massively zoomed out, which made it look that way.
Right.
Itty bitty living space.
Oh wait, I also have Force Body active because I activated it in the temple.
There we go.
Yep.
Nope, they can't see that on the stream.
That's Force Body.
One out. There we go.
Maybe zoom out one picker. Yeah.
Yeah.
That works.
I'm just trying, because what I see
Perfect.
is not exactly what's on the stream, so. There we go. Darth, you die now. You die now.
So
Apologize to the stream for a second, because I'm going to have to pull this screen off and over
Yep.
so I can find some battle music.
there we go.
Oh, but you can guys go ahead until I do. It's going to take me a minute. So, what are we doing?
What?
What's happening?
What is Mibble doing? You have.
I think Tilt is frozen. Tilt is
Oh, no.
frozen!
Oh no!
At
Yay! It happened again. Quick.
240. I have to write down these times for Zoro. About 240, 41, 2. Wait for him to reboot. In the meantime, let's just chat about things. Random things that happen inside the lightsaber. Just kidding. I don't know what to talk
Image
about.
and Photoshop.
Oh. Let's not have
I'm
dead air,
thinking
though.
about DM
Of
thinking
course, of
about
course.
how he's gonna kill another character.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
This
figure
is
out the theme for
contemplating,
this one.
contemplating my character's death. That's what that face is. That's
Yeah.
what we're memeing this one too. Contemplating
this is-
Gilly Tam's character's death, specifically.
Yeah. His face specifically when Davi decided to do what Davi did.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh, we also get to have that fun little sort of like shifted one to the side thing going on the stream. That's fun.
Yeah.
Where am I now? I'm in Mibble Square, but if I move this way, I'll be in my own square.
Are you?
What?
I don't see you moving. Oh.
I don't. See...
Oh yeah,
There I
we're
am.
like half
There I
and
am.
half.
Yeah, there we are.
Nibble is half our DM.
Hey!
Hey, that's certainly a promotion.
Yeah. Only half though. Oh
Oh,
look, there he's back!
Too many tabs open, and I think the internet just decided we're throttling, or it's just the good old 2 a.m. reset. Anyway, hi guys.
hello.
I gotta write
I
these
have
times
returned
down
and
for Zoro.
survived. Hmm.
I'm writing down the times for Zoro, so she's in the hunt for this moment. When she pieces it together.
Oh, so she could just cut out the technical
wants
difficulties
to.
from the final video.
Fair.
Okay. So yes, we have returned. My apologies for that small moment. We were about to see what Mibble was going to do until my face probably, no doubt, left a meme-worthy freeze on the thing, and here we are.
Zora says you flipping us
What?
off, bruh, because that was your picture.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh
Show
yeah,
me.
it was.
And
Yeah.
if you look at the, you're doing this one.
Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
look at that.
Oh, the
I
subtle
got him
flip off.
this time.
And
I
that's
got you guys.
That's how we know that he is cosplaying my character's death. That is what that
Yeah,
face
yeah,
is.
yeah.
I see. How
I could
it
also
is.
see the rogue getting a 17 on a sleight of hand check to disrespect the king. You know what I mean? So, Mibble.
Yes, I'm looking through my stuff to see what I have. So you know what?
Does stop trying to kill me.
I'm emulating this guy.
One eternity later.
All right, let's see it. Set the man on fire.
Don't forget his dex save.
Mhm.
But we have to figure out that lovely damage roll.
All right, let's see it. Oh, that is a 21.
He passes it, so that means he takes.
So he does throw himself out of the way.
He takes half damage. So, and this is 8d6. It is a 31st radius, so if any other targets are around him. Oh, wait. Takes 4d6 on the fail. I mean, on the success. Let me see. Oh, that's the end of each turn. Okay. Something. I'll read it more after this. Ooh, a lot of sixes. So 38, cut in half.
30 cut in half, that's 19, right? Yeah, that sounds right. 19 sounds right.
Let's see.
Yes. What was the
Okay.
damage?
So 19 damage.
That's after you have you preemptively halved it, or was that the?
Yeah, that's after halving.
Okay, thank you.
I'm just seeing if there's anything else that I need to know on this. Okay. And he's not on fire, so.
Yeah, you combust this guy, and he just kind of jumps sideways, rolls a couple of times on the ground, throws his cape off before it fully combusts him. Looks at you all and says, "Good old my turn," as he turns on a lightsaber, and you all know what he's about to do.
Uh-huh.
Only looks unimpressed.
That's for it. Sorry about that. Have we go? You're not. Just a second more. There we go. There we go. Okay. So yeah, he turns on a single-bladed lightsaber and just throws it, of course, in your general direction. And I need all of you to give me a...
No, I'm not in that line.
No, you're not. You're fine.
I'm up on
Yeah,
a slant. I'm up on the
Right.
stairs.
Yep, and I need you guys to give me a. I think it was.
Well,
Actually, no, it's. Yep.
I just want to note that the saving throw will have a +3 from my aura for me and Onley.
Okay.
Yep. Y'all give me a dex to see if you jump out of the way.
Dex saving throw, gotcha. I got a 17
Nice.
on the save.
Nine.
Okay, 9.
I rolled a 3. +3. Plus additional 3. 9. All the 3s!
In the middle.
Yeah.
Nibble's up on the stairs. He's not in the ray, right?
Let me check here.
Depends on the angle of the throw. Maybe he angled it upwards. He threw it from down by
maybe
his knees. It's
skimming
going up.
along the ground, yeah.
Quick. Yeah, that's the thing. It kind of clips all three of you, unfortunately, but yeah.
Does it?
Look,
Move
if
it
I
one
can
up.
return my things, it could be it's clipping over on the return back. Because he does the same shit I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
So
fair.
what am I rolling then?
Dex save, I believe.
That's
You're not within my aura, so you do not get my aura
Yeah.
stuff.
that is gonna be a dirty 20.
Okay. So yeah, both you and Orta managed to jump out of the way here. Only,
I don't usually jump out of the way of things.
yeah, you just see this thing coming. You're like, I've dealt with this before.
It's gonna hurt. I know. I'm not
Give me a
raging
Constitution saving throw real quick too.
yet. Well, not this die, because it rolled a 3. It's in trouble now.
With a +3 from my aura.
Constitution?
Yep.
Oh, that's a lot better. 26.
Good, nice. And as it hits you, you'll take damage, but it almost feels like for a second it's sapping away at your strength, but then you just kind of get that adrenaline rush and power through it,
See how my turn's
it will
right
not-
after his, it makes sense.
as it will not be slowing you. Oh, what?
See how my turn's right after his, it makes sense, because I'll just go into a rage.
Yeah, that's... There we go. That makes sense.
Thematically.
Let me just roll them dammy dice real quick, and we'll be good to go.
Yep.
Where's my last one? Oh, there it is.
I really can't die. Darth, I really can't die.
I swear to God.
That's okay, Rose. I couldn't get the one before. I would have said it. I'm trying, but my brain can't break that one up.
Well, thankfully, it's only going to be 16 energy damage.
Only 16? Yeah. 'Tis a flesh wound.
Exactly. You're
A
used to it.
pretty
You're
deep
like,
flesh
"I
wound,
got
but a
this."
flesh wound.
And you kind of block it. It sort of grazes you because it's, it's spinning and everything, but...
Fair warning, we can see your calculator
Oh, thanks.
on the stream.
Everyone see me cheat? Just kidding. I do the calculator all the time just to double check myself.
Of course.
But yes.
I don't want to cheat anything, so. Is that the end of his turn? And now you're gonna click us through the turn order so we can see who's next?
Yes.
Mostly I say that because I keep the turn order up on the stream so the chat can see it too.
You would like move it a bit? Does it make it easier for like... No, you just pick where you want it. Okay. But yeah, Onley's turn. Let's see it.
Alright, so she will bonus action rage. It's the excuse the fuck out of me type of rage.
You just hear like the lightsaber on Orta's hip say, "Yes, yes, let your rage flow through you."
Oh, shut the fuck up.
And then,
Shut the fuck up.
Darth, I refuse to even consider death. He not even once. Just like, yes, finally, anger.
My anger is different than your anger. Go away.
But it's just echoing, like everybody around you likes that when you rage.
God, what is with these These guys and their weird boner.
They're ruining my moment here. I enjoyed my rages, and then they had to go and make it weird.
Right?
Sucking all the fun out of it.
Right.
He's 50 feet from me. I'm where at the...
I enjoy being mad. Stop making it weird.
Right.
Making my mad weird.
Don't
God.
do this!
I can't. I love you guys. This kills me. Alright.
Alright, that's what I'm looking for. Alright. Find my controls. 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40. So I can get within here of him. Moving. As I move, I'm actually going to detach the vibro spear because I remember what happened last time. Actually, let's see what happens when we hit him with a hammer. We're going to throw the vibro hammer at him while we're running.
Hell yeah.
She has all these
That's
weapons.
what
I
a
won't use them.
hammer does.
Yeah. Well, look, the axe got stuck in it last time. Let's see what the blunt object does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what this flavor of damage does.
Right? Okay. I can math 23.
Oh, good. You can math. I can't.
I can math. Sometimes.
I can
Right.
try my best.
I have a piece of paper saying I'm good at math. So does 23 hit?
Give me a minute and I will tell you. Where is it? Sorry, I'm pulling up his sheet real quick.
It's all good.
I did not remember if he had it. Yep, roll damage.
Alright. That's actually pretty good damage. That's gonna be 11 kinetic damage. And she will try and have it ricochet back to her. I want to see if it comes back.
So you throw it, and it hits with a clang, but for some reason, it almost seems like it's stopped an inch short as you see a flash of light, and then it does bounce back to you.
Okay. This one bounced back. We're gonna throw it again. For
Do
a
it.
second attack. This one is a little bit lower, so that's 21. I like this die. It's being nice.
Give me 2 seconds. I hate when you're trying to look up something and it's just not letting me see it. And then you want to filter the results, and
It
this
says
thing has
no.
no way to have you filter results. So give me 1 minute. I'm just going to go get it through this other thing because I know this way actually works, and we shall be good to go. What is it?
Rosa, this would be his second death, so...
True.
Not Darth first death, this is Darth death number 2.
Darth dead again.
He's like the Fast and the Furious movies, they just phone a hint.
Look, okay, listen here for a minute, you little shit. You're not wrong. Oh, there it is. Okay, I was trying to remember what it was called. Okay, yeah, you throw it. You said a 21 this time?
Yeah.
This time it almost looks like he foresaw your attack, for lack of better terminology.
That's fair.
As he just extends a hand and just grabs the hammer by the handle. Mid-flight.
Hey, I'm Thor. You're not Thor. Give that back.
And
You are
he
not
looks
worthy,
at
you
you.
bastard.
When you did you actually say?
No.
Did you actually say give that?
No.
Okay. You know what would happen.
I mean,
But,
I'm fine with it happening, but
just to grab it mid-flight here as he kind of looks back at you, and he says, "You're not the only one to have learned new tricks. Not this time." And that will roll us over to the next one in the turn order, which is Kodov. What is Kodov going to do for us today?
Let's see.
it doesn't need a tic tac. Oh, got me, Rosa.
Jesus. Give me a second here. Oh, it's just repeating. Cool. I again am gonna do a dumb. Let's see. Oh, yeah, but he's. The save's gonna be too low, though. Actually, I'm gonna save real fast. I'm just gonna call out to Nibble and go, if you have anything flammable, throw it on him. And I need to buy some vibro knives, seriously. Is there any like debris or something like that on the ground, like you know, big chunks of rock or something like that?
I mean, yeah, it's the jungle terrain, so yeah, there's probably some rocks and stuff that you can do things with easy.
Well, I'm gonna use force propel.
Yep.
And...
Oh, good times, yes.
And he's within 60 feet of me, so I'm going to basically force propel and.
For those of you who don't know, this is basically catapult, but in Star Wars.
Yep, and I'm
The
gonna
more you know.
Catapult does a ridiculous amount of damage, though, let's be honest.
Yep, and I'm gonna use this as a 4th level force power.
Yep, so you're upcasting it.
Yep, so I'm upcasting it. So that's gonna be instead of.
That's a 30-pound rock you're propelling at this point, right? Oh wait, is it? No, it's level 1. Well, that's 2, 3, 4. So that's gonna be a 60-pound rock you're gonna propel then. And that's gonna be 68 damage as well.
That makes 68. Oh. That's 16. 6. And that's a 2, so that's 28. And that's a 7, so that's 20, 30.
So Kodav, what are you doing this weekend?
So 35. Oh,
Oh, I
okay.
tried to distract him. Oh no, I forgot to count. I gotta start it all over again.
So that is not great. I rolled 2 low numbers. 35. He gets to make a power save 16 dex to.
Hey,
Is it avoid or save for half?
half.
Yep, half.
Though I will tell you right now, he actually does not make it.
Yeah, 35 force damage as I like huck
Nice.
a freaking boulder at his fucking torso.
Amazing. Yeah, it hits with a hollow sound as it just rams right into this chest armor. And yeah, that rolls us to Orda, last but not least.
We are approaching 30 feet. We are using our bonus action to enter the way of the Craft Dragon. Craft macaroni and cheese
You're doing this on
dragon.
purpose. Bastard. He's talking about the way of the crate dragon, but yes.
Yep.
Also known as the
Okay.
box dragon.
Yeah, as my bonus action, and my action will be him needing to make a DC 14 Wisdom save, or be stunned. As I am casting stun.
Yep. And you said a DC of?
14.
Oh, I got news for it. And it's wisdom or charisma?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. He does not make that.
He's stunned.
He is stunned. And as you stun him, you just hear from the lightsaber at your waist. The voice of you know who, as he says, "Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
This opponent you're facing. Now this is a windfall." And you see that little mote jump out of the lightsaber.
Oh, this motherfucker.
And with a screeching sound, you see the figure in front of you slump to the ground. And you basically just hear two angry Sith sounds resonating in the clearing right now.
Time to go before he gets back in the saber.
And
We really want to leave him with Trickster for Kids? I mean,
after like 2 or 3 minutes, that figure stands back up, takes a deep breath, and he says,
oh, this is worse.
This is worse.
3,000 years since I've breathed air. And he extends his hands towards Kodav. And you just see the lightsaber like clip right off, clean off your freaking belt and just fly straight into his hand, where he
To be
presses
fair-
the activation buttons, and that double-bladed lightsaber turns on. And he just looks at you, Orta, from behind the mask. And he says, "This shell is a gift I shall not waste." Ha. Well then.
Wait, what did he say?
This shell is a gift that I shall not waste.
I know, but he says something after that.
Oh, well then.
Ha.
But he takes a
okay.
deep breath and he just goes, "Well then." And he looks at the rest of you before deactivating the lightsaber and just clipping it back at his belt. Cracking.
Oh, is this
The neck.
motherfucker gonna bounce?
Hmm?
Like, is this motherfucker gonna bounce?
Well, he looks at the rest of you at this point. And you kind of get that you know, that moment where an angel flies overhead, you know what I mean? Where it's like nobody's really saying anything, nobody's really doing anything. And he just casually walks up to you, Orta.
I'm
Nice and calm.
Oh shit!
I'm
that's not good.
standing my ground, but I'm holding onto my blade.
Wait, does he walk past the angry, like, axe-wielding barbarian?
Oh yeah, he doesn't even look at her.
Does she get an opportunity attack?
I was 10
If she
feet away
wants
from
to.
him. I was.
No,
Yeah.
that's me not moving him right, but like, I don't mind it being this if you want to. Like, it's whatever. Like, if you want to take an up, he's casually strolling by.
I'm gonna have to flip a die, see if she's gonna be stupid.
I don't think it must be stupid. It's in character. She's raging. Like, she can do whatever the hell she wants.
She is raging.
Hey,
Welcome,
we got a
Raiders.
Hey,
raid.
Hey,
Raiders!
party raiders!
Hi.
Hey.
We made a bit of an oopsie.
One
Oopsie, we
oopsie,
made-
a few oopsies.
A few
No,
oopsies.
No, we did. We did. Hey, we did not know this tomfuckery was gonna happen.
We also
True.
had told this guy not to fight us and just leave us the fuck alone, and he chose this.
it. Rosa, please.
Uh,
All right.
I.
Are you gonna hit him as he walks past you?
Yeah, she's gonna hit him.
Okay.
She's gonna hit him because that's what she would do. I don't want to do it.
Damn, I was hoping to have a nice fucking.
Okay, we're really gonna smack him.
Oh, is that 20?
It was a 19, but that's the same difference on this axe.
Nice.
yeah, that's X.
So, total of, if it matters, 26.
Okay.
Where's my... Now, with my ability to hit things harder, will it hit me back first? Does that, since the I don't know how it works in this situation, because it's now a different person inside the body.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to know... I'll throw the Berserk style into the Roll20 chat,
Mm-hmm.
but I need to know whether or not that goes off.
Okay, let me see.
Because he
here
hit
real quick.
me, but...
It's
Did
been a
hit
real win.
her.
Oh, you can add it. You can add it. I don't care. Go
Okay.
ahead.
He hit me first, okay?
Nah, for sure.
uh,
Well, technically, yes. Not really, but yes. But, all right,
Technically,
let's
the
get
same
yeah, I'm
physical
added up.
body.
big dice roll.
Where's- Pop out the calculator, make sure I don't mess anything up.
Where the Jedi Council is gonna lock us up. We're just
That was not right.
Just
Look.
just stay in the library.
You guys are
Just
what? Like
leave.
you guys are like what? One diplomatic mission screwed up with the
38?
course of galactic events for that planet being forever altered by accident.
not our
From
fault. The
What
queen,
it is
the
in
queen went
Legends.
crazy.
Sorry, what?
The
38,
queen went crazy. Not our fault.
True.
38 kinetic damage.
Oh, nice. Okay. So
Nice.
yeah, your axe bites deep, right? And he just turns his head towards you as you hit him, and the axe is deeply embedded into the flank of this guy, and he looks at you, and instead of talking or saying or doing anything, he just takes off the mask and just crumples it and drops it. Taking another deep breath in and saying, much better. And then he looks at his hand, he looks at the axe embedded into his shoulder, and he says, now that's something I haven't felt in a while too. Pain. 3,000 years, huh? And then he raises his other hand, right? The one not holding the lightsaber right now. And you're just going to feel like something is just crushing at your innards right now. I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
I can do this, maybe. Maybe not. That's a 9.
When that happens, first of all, you're gonna fall prone.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels almost like the air has left your lungs and they're just not able to breathe in. Which will have you stunned.
That's fair.
As he'll just walk up to you, Orta, with one hand, palm outstretched. Like this, not that, this.
Oh, hold on. Like how?
Palm up.
Give me.
He wants the soul saber.
I know. Orta reaches for his lightsaber and goes for a falling avalanche. I expend a use of Channel of Force, and I'm not giving him this blade ever.
Good man. Good man.
To gain advantage on my next attack.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm attacking with advantage.
Okay.
Uh, 24 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, roll damage.
Okay. I am also.
Are you doing it with the old punchy styles, or are you swinging at him
Oh,
with
I'm
the sword?
swinging with the blade.
Oh, we're seeing the sword in action. All right.
I'm dumping 3 force points into focus strikes.
Okay.
So that's an extra 3d8.
Damn.
I'm in way of the Kraft mac and cheese dragon. Sorry, the crate dragon. Which
It's okay. He doesn't kill your character. It's just mine.
Right.
I'm two-handing the blade because I'm trying to hit as hard as possible. Do I have
Okay.
No. No, I wouldn't be doing two-handed because I've always learned how to do one-handed fighting and punching, so I wouldn't be doing two-handed. It'd still be d8.
Zizu's in there going, yeah, get him!
Yeah. 1d4, I have heavy property, so I add half the strength modifier from the heavy property. So what's half of +3 +2 or +1? Bill?
Yes. What's up?
Half of a strength modifier of 3. Is that +1 or +2? Rounding down or?
Oh, I don't think we've ever gotten to that for stat modifiers, but I think for everything else we've been rounding down so far, correct?
Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
so. So yeah.
So then
round
round down, yeah.
So heavy makes me add half my strength modifier. Way of the Crate Dragon makes me add my full strength modifier for my first hit. (22) 30. That is 30 damage for the first attack.
Very nice.
And then I'm going to go for my second attack. As I'm just going for my full combo at this point. And then I just need to double check something about focus strikes. Where is it? Where's focus strikes? Where is that? Where is it? What is it? Force Empire strikes. Okay, second strike. That is a nat 20.
Nice.
And
Little criticals, let's go. Full damage and then add an extra set of dice on top of it.
yeah, and I'm not seeing anything in the Force Empowered Strikes thing that says I can only use it once per turn.
So then, if you want to spend more of those points and go for it, man.
I am. 3 more force points.
Let's do it.
So that is another 48. So 8, 16, 24, 32 off of crit. Alone. 33. 37. 39. 41. 42. I rolled 1s and 2s on all of those damage dice, so 42 damage.
Oh, are you serious? Yeah.
Yes.
Nice, please. Okay, so yeah,
Yeah,
your
42 on
lightsaber
that for the second hit.
connect. Yeah, you give him the front swipe and the back swipe for that
Swipe.
one.
And then I'm gonna bonus action punch him.
Go nuts.
Yeah, so
We are dishing out the damage this round around.
well, I'm using all of my force points.
Oof.
That punch doesn't hit. But Brawler Mastery lets me get a free action punch. That doesn't get my proficiency bonus to hit, so it's just a flat strength check situation. That doesn't hit. So basically I slash at him twice and then go in for like a 2 punches to try and finish the job.
Okay.
And then after just going through that, I'm like, you are never getting this, Blade.
He just looks at you, and you see the eyes of a man that has probably seen it all. I mean, the body he inhabits is the cracked, broken body that was probably that was previously inhabited by whoever the hell was in there. But
Yep.
right now,
It's Exarchus.
again, it's the unblinking, vertical pupil, yellowy, sickly yellowy eyes of a Sith, a full Sith, that just look at you. And you'd think there would be more rage and more anger, but this is just deliberate, controlled aggression. This is somebody wielding their anger with a purpose. And it's a purpose they enjoy. And I will roll the turn over first, and we shall see what happens shortly. As, Mibble, second action. What are you doing? Or should I say second turn?
Let's see.
You tried setting him on fire the last time.
Yeah, so how about we give him a cold shoulder this time?
Okay. See if we can freeze instead of,
Cryogenic suspension.
Okay.
So, I am choosing him, and he needs to make, a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
What does he get?
I'm going to roll that right away and tell you. Considering the body he is currently inhabiting. Oh, and I rolled a 19. That is going to be a 23.
Ouch. Yeah, I don't think it affects him then. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's affected. Dang it. Nibble is gonna move though. Let's see.
Okay.
I'm down. Because if worse comes to worse and we have to run, I want to make sure I'm at least a good distance just to make it to the ship.
Okay.
And that's all I can do.
Okay. Good. At that point, he's gonna look over your shoulder, Orta, and he's looking straight at Kodav. And he's gonna lift that same hand he just used to cast a force power at Onley's chest earlier, and just raises his hand. As you can see, lightning starting to dance between his fingers.
Oh no.
And he raises the hand like literally like above his head, right? He's not just like doing the old Palpatine thing. He's just erupts like a fountain above his hand and curves around him almost like an umbrella. As it's gonna hit both Orta and Onley here. I need both of you to give me a save here. I will tell you which one in 1 second. Please give me... Ooh. That's a dexterity saving throw.
Don't think I can do that while I'm stunned.
I don't think you can, unfortunately.
I was just about to pull that up, but I do believe being stunned means I cannot make dex saves.
90% sure you cannot.
Yeah, same here. So we're gonna go with fail.
Yeah, sorry. Okay.
I don't think does it follow the rules that it's a crit against?
No, this does not crit. This is a force power. If it was a melee attack, maybe, but this is a force power. It will not
true.
crit. So you're fine on that front.
Dex save, you said?
There it is.
Yep.
Cannot move, can speak, only faltering. Creature automatically fails
11.
dex, strength, and dex rolls as if it has rolled a 1 on the save.
Gotcha.
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
11 for me, so I think I failed too.
Yes, sadly. Give me a minute.
Dex. 16.
You guys are fine. You're out of range. It's just the two nearest. If
Yeah.
you guys had been within 30 feet of the
Oh.
others, it's chain lightning. I would have bounced off of a few of them, but
Oh, gotcha.
it's only these two that are next to each other. So you guys or the rest of you guys are safe.
Stunned creature is incapacitated, so my rage has fallen. I don't have any of my resistances. Okay.
That is going to be a whopping 52 lightning damage at the two of you.
I told you he's trying to kill my characters again. Not quite there yet, but he's trying.
And he, after having zapped like that, the two of you, he extends his hand at Orta one last time and he says, "Last chance." Do not defy me, boy. You don't have to give it to him, bro. I'm just saying.
Do I have the opportunity to act on my turn before I hand it over, since it's on the same 6
100%.
seconds?
You can do your turn. Don't worry about it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's what he said. You don't have to answer right now. I'm just saying. Like I said, you don't have to. Give it to him or
I'm
anything.
waiting for turn order to move forward.
Good. All right, Onley, you just recuperate from being stunned.
Peace.
as whatever hold was on your lungs finally releases and you're able to take in a deep gulp of air. Kodov.
Okay. So I am going to. I'm gonna go my 30 feet. And he just got like mega jolted.
Yep. Some zapping happening all around.
Yeah. So let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I am going to do a 4th level heal.
Tam, your screen is blocking the map right now. We're seeing your.
Sorry, I was looking something up.
Nope,
Thank
you're
you.
good. Yeah, if you could just pull it off. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I forgot about that.
Nope, you're good.
I'm not used to being the ones who's not allowed to look things up on that screen.
Yeah, sorry. As soon as my internet situation is fixed and I don't have those random ISP throttling disconnects, I'll be more than happy to take over streaming duties again.
Oh, nice. So 7, 8, 15, 5, 24 points of health back.
Nice.
20. How many points did you say?
24.
24. Thank you.
Oh wait, and let's see, action. Choose any creature. In action, you first channel first, heat engine, restore a number of points equal to 5 times your console level. Choose any creature with 30 feet and divide those hit points. So let's see. And I am going to. Is it 5 times? I'm level 8, so 5 times 8 is 40. And she got beat up. So I'm going to. Oh, but I can't restore more than half your max hit points. So, of 40, Only, how much of that will put you to half if you're not below half?
Let me just double check what half is.
And this is part of my preserve life feature as Way of the Sage.
I need 21 to pop up to half.
Alright, so you're gonna take 21. Like as I heal Orta, like this healing energy wafts over towards you. And then are you above half Orta or still below?
Yeah, I'm above half now.
Alright, cool. So you won't get any and then the rest of it just dissipates.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's my action.
Nice. Which brings us back to Orta.
Okay. Mibel's ready to run. Kodav's here, Omni's here. How close are we to the ship?
Ship exit, well, entry, should I say, is right here, actually. You guys are right next to it.
Right where? I didn't see the thing.
I am putting up a box for it.
Yay.
It's time.
God.
Is this the box?
That's the box. That's the goodbye box. That's the box to
Okay.
get to the ship. Orta's gonna sort of project to the baby how to start the ship. First of all. Like, as he's walking sort of down this way casually, sort of like as if he's like ruminating and all, just sort of thinking on everything to do.
I mean, you can move 30. I mean,
I can move 30.
I mean,
but
you just have to take the hit.
Yes, that is true. But I have a thing that I'm gonna try to do as well. I'm just trying to remember how shove works. Basically, the plan is, as I'm sort of like ruminating, I am walking this way a little bit, projecting it from my mind to the baby. This is how you start a ship. And then I am wanting to activate my Way the Crate Dragon. No, I can't do it without losing half my movement. That is not something I want. I really just want to push. I want to shove him away. Is my main thing.
So force push and then walk.
No, I think he wants to actually shove. Like the shove action.
Oh. We're doing the strength check.
Oh, gosh, I know that this guy's made like a shit brick house. I guess it might be better to try for the force push.
Can you? I think you could probably. Can you even upcast that one? I'm not sure. I don't remember. Let me check it out. Let's see here.
Creature or object you can move I can move a medium creature up to 10 feet. They have to fail my. Oh, either way, it's a strength saving throw.
True.
But it's my strength. It's either my strength check against his strength, my athletics against his athletics, or my DC 14 strength saving. My DC 14 saving throw against his strength save.
So guaranteeing 14, or are we rolling the dice to see if you can get higher than a 14? That's the question we have to ask ourselves.
I also have to consider whether or not he has higher in athletics than he does in a strength save. Which is not something we know, per se. It's gonna be the strength save. It's gonna be the shove, because shove takes up an attack action.
Ah.
So I can shove a lot. I can sumo this man.
Let's see it.
Hit my athletics versus his athletics for the first shove. Oh, I love getting a 12 total.
Well, you know what? Here's the funny bit. I just got an 11 because my dice were equally shitty on that. So you know what?
So he's pushed 10 feet away from me.
Yup.
And I just fucking yell over my telepathic link, run! And I'm running I'm running to the ship, sort of giving a arm to Kodav and Onley to sort of pull them along, get their momentum going to get running themselves. As I run towards the ship thing.
Are you trying to drag him with you?
Right.
Yeah, I'm basically trying to drag them with me, not actually, but like get their legs moving, get their legs under them so that they can start running.
Mm-hmm. So you charge towards
the ship. Yep.
Towards the ship. The hatch opens and the engines on it start as the child has most probably effectively, done what you had asked of it. No. And when you run in, you kind of realize it made a mess of the kitchen. All the pantry doors are open, as it was probably gorging itself on whatever food it could get its hands on.
I know.
There's the Star Wars equivalent of a toilet paper roll that's been dragged across most of the rooms, as it was probably just having fun seeing it unfurl.
Yeah.
There's it was probably bored and just had fun tearing into it. But hey, right now it's sitting in the pilot seat, pushing the buttons in the exact order you told him to push the buttons.
Yep.
And it looks at you. It makes a happy sound in your mind as that's your, hive mind connection to it. Is strengthened by proximity, and it just looks at you and it says, "Hungry."
God, would I have actually been able to pull along Only and Kodav as I ran? I don't imagine so.
I don't
I don't think
you could
so.
have pulled them along like that, but
No.
again, we'll see what happens on that front.
But yeah. I'm on the hatch waiting for everybody else to load up before I finish loading up and everything.
Yep. Mibble.
I am looking to see what exactly I am going to do, as I am also running for the ship. Because I also have my nimble agility that gives me extra movement. So I could take an action, do a spell, and then use my movement as well as my nibble agility to get on the ship. So I'm seeing what spell I want to use before I get on the ship.
Okay.
So, let's see.
One more for the road.
Yeah, I want to try to do as much to him and try to keep him busy as much as possible while we try to get away. So, you know what? Another immolate.
Yeah, another immolate. All right, go for it. I'll give you the deck saving throw in a sec. This time I think he's gonna fail it, as it'll just be a 14.
Yes, he does fail.
Very nice.
So, that is 86. And he does catch his own fire. Come on, high numbers. Hey, come back here. Let's see. That will be 32 fire damage.
Nice.
He's on fire for the duration. End of each turn, he must repeat the saving throw or take 4d6 fire damage on the fail save. Okay. And with that, on the ship. And getting to the control panel.
Yeah, to the pilot seat and everything. Okay, cool. You get to the pilot seat, you see that Vratix infant just sitting in the pilot seat, babbling in insectoid speech here, as they're pushing all sorts of buttons.
I'm sort of shooing it away.
You shoo it away, it just looks at you and snaps its mandibles at you.
Hey, don't get snappy with me.
Literally snappy. Roll me a quick intimidate check.
Intimidate. That's gonna be a 19.
Okay, yeah, it'll look at you, Orta, for a minute, look sad, and just like hop out of the chair and just, run away towards the kitchen. Okay. Baby thought they were gonna drive. Yeah, right. That brings us to our currently burning Sith Lord right now.
who's taken a lot of damage.
And disregarding everybody else, he's gonna run straight by you. And yes, if you want to attack of opportunity here, Oddly, go for it.
Hell yeah. Do I still have my axe?
Yes, you're not disarmed
Okay.
or anything.
And I'm sorry, was Order successful in helping me up, or did he just go, was that unsuccessful? Because I know you mentioned he wanted to help me get to my...
Yeah, I wanted to, as I was running past, I wanted to sort of like give them an arm up.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that happened or not.
Yeah.
I'm
Look,
not...
for flavor at this point, go for it. We're not.
I'm more saying it only takes me 5 feet to move and stand up, so it really doesn't matter to me. Just more of an... I'm trying to get an idea in my head of how this attack looks.
I know it's a reaction and technically blah blah blah, but like at this point, go nuts. We're having fun.
Okay. I don't know if that's gonna do it. 17.
Because of certain current conditions, yes, it'll do it actually. Funny enough.
Alright. Be a total of 10 damage. Kinetic damage.
Yep.
From the reactionary attack.
And he'll make it 5 more feet here before the combined action of the fire at the end of turn plus the extra swing you took at it here as he gets towards you, Orta. You can see something that looks halfway between a smile and a snarl on his face. And like a puppet with its strings cut, it crumbles in front of you, and once more the body just turns to dust.
I'd like to stomp on said dust to make sure it's dust.
It is dust.
Look,
It does the Thanos that thing. Like this thing crumbles into dust here.
Don't break my lightsaber.
Lightsaber is the double-bladed lightsaber in the pile of ashes, yeah?
It is. Still turned on, actually. So just, maybe watch where you're stomping.
Only.
I'm not stomping on the lightsaber.
It's gonna go to the ship.
Yeah. Moving to the ship. Let's get the fuck out of here. I told that guy that's how it was gonna end. I mean, I thought it was gonna be a different guy inside the body, but...
Still the same story.
Same story. All over again.
It's just like, it's like when they remake a movie with, like, different stars. It's still the same movie.
As you're saying that, are you saying that in character, by the way?
Yeah.
I imagine Only is.
Yeah.
As you say that, Orta, you just hear coming from the Soul Saber at your hilt, Titty.
Oh!
I had a feeling. And Omni's gonna respond with, "You should have picked a better body." That guy sucks.
You just hear the voice saying, "Yes, well, there was nothing else available, and quite frankly, that thing could not contain my power."
Frank, that thing I'm surprised has power.
Somewhere there's a very pissed off Sith Lord right now.
Look!
I'm just gonna say.
He got kicked out of his body before a fight, all he wanted, and then he still lost. Like, that probably doesn't feel good.
No, he's probably not in a good mood right now.
From Only's perspective, every time we've gone up against this guy, it ends the same. It's like Fast and Furious.
True.
But just stop.
Family.
But on that note, yes, you guys are more than capable to
grab my lightsaber as I'm getting on the ship.
Of course.
His slash your whatever you want to call it, double-bladed lightsaber. You also get the single-bladed lightsaber of the other guy, right? Because I mean, he was using a different lightsaber, so the collection grows, as one would say, right?
You have another one from the same guy.
I've now taken like 4
3 lightsabers technically
from this guy.
3 or 4.
Actually, I think he's taken more because the last guy had multiples.
It's becoming a joke at this point.
No, the last time he had 2, I took the one he lost in the beginning of the fight, and I took the other one he lost at the end of the fight. and then I'm taking this third one now and the fourth one, which is a double, the double hilted one.
Yeah,
So
but you
I've
turn the
technically taken.
So you got a collection going.
I've taken 4 lightsabers from this guy.
and you turn 2 in, correct, Grom?
Turn 2 in.
Yeah, it's Rosa's vicious mockery that just like annihilated
Yeah.
this guy.
He kept failing the wisdom saving throws and just taking the D4 from Vicious Mockery over and over again.
Yep.
No, wait,
Right.
it scales, doesn't it? So probably like, what, 3D4, 5D4?
Yeah, right. Level 5 vicious mockery. Let's go.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, jokes aside, so yeah, you guys at that point are basically free to once more board your ship.
I'm pretty sure the other people are like confused as what the heck just happened.
They're confused, but they were told to stand down, and at this point that their leader's now been offed, they're kind of looking at each other like, huh.
Like, how do we deal with that?
Well, they're not too sure if they even want to catch that smoke. So at this point,
Exactly.
You want to catch these hands? You want to catch these
after like a
hands?
few seconds of that hesitation, which does give you the time to like pick up the gear and everything, one of them levels his rifle in your ship's direction, and the others all obviously, you know,
Just
like
slow turn to
follow
look
suit
at it.
as they start hosing,
Oh.
you know, carbine,
Yeah.
you know, blaster carbine fire in your general direction here.
Awesome. Time to get to the weapon system and return fire.
Yeah.
I mean, I think by the time you guys hop into the ship, they're gonna run for theirs, right? So
Doesn't matter.
it just kind of
Answer's still
turns
safe.
into everybody's running to their ships.
I'm sure Arlie could still get at least one shot in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sure. Roll me that piloting roll on me. Let's see it.
Piloting for Only? Alright. For the weapons?
Yes.
Yep.
As you slide into the blaster pit.
That's actually a pretty good roll.
Nat ones again pulls off the controls another time. No.
15?
Okay. Yeah. That'll actually hit the mook.
What's the, I don't know what to roll for damage.
Considering you're firing on a person with a ship weapon, no.
Goodbye.
There's a dead body on the ground.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
And on that note, yeah, you guys start, you know, spooling up your engines, and it's time to get the hell out of here.
Yup.
We're staying in the weapon
No.
systems area until I'm sure that ship's not following us.
No, funny enough, they're not.
Good.
Or at least if they are, they're staying well out of range and just kind of keeping of an eye on you. And you can understand why, as you see peeking over the horizon, the shape of that Sith capital ship headed this time clearly in your direction.
Need to
really?
go! A comm system over to Mibble, get us the fuck out of here!
Oh yeah.
Mibble,
Oh,
Mibble piloting roll, please.
Time to
I'm
jump.
giving guidance. Immediately giving guidance on that pilot roll.
Gordon's just spending his entire time meditating when stuff happens.
So-
He's just throwing guidance right and left.
Yeah.
So piloting.
All right.
I got an 18 plus my 9 for piloting plus 6.
Good enough. That's well over 30.
9, 18, 27, 30.
Yeah, you instantly, like... I don't know if it's because, you know, you're essentially a rabbit folk and you just think that fast, but you punch in the calculations for the hyperspace jump, like, quasi-instantly as the ship jumps out of real space. Or should we say subliminal space, but yes. My only question before we wrap this up for tonight, where are you guys headed next?
I
Is
request
it
a
going to be the
map.
criminal moon of Nar Shaddaa? Or are we headed in for... One sec here. What's the other one? Or are we headed out
To Tatooine.
for
I think?
Tatooine? Yes. Which of the two is it going to be?
Jeez, you're not gonna give us the option of going to Kashyyyk?
You want to go back to Kashyyyk for a little visit? You can go back to Kashyyyk for a little visit.
No, I'm just messing with you.
Mhm.
I mean, we have the name of the Jedi guy. I mean, where can we go to look up him?
Oh yeah.
That would probably
Bobby
have to
Tython.
be...
That
There would probably have to
back
be some
then.
Jedi library somewhere. So Coruscant, Tython, any major Jedi temple.
I don't think we have time to do that, considering our mission to check
I mean, you
out
can
these planets.
probably ask Garm to forward you the data
Yeah.
if he can be
Yeah.
convinced to, go look for something in the library. Yeah.
He can always order someone else to do it for him. I'm sure there's plenty of Padawans he can have do it.
Right.
It's experience for them. I say Tatooine. I don't know what anyone else thinks, but that's what I'm going with.
What about the rest of you?
For no, honestly,
why-
no reason other than I
why
just feel
not?
like go Tatooine.
I mean, we can go there, catch a pod race or two.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, after pissing off the Sith, going to a Sith moon probably isn't the wisest idea. Or is it the wisest idea? Because they never say.
Nar Shadda's not a Sith moon. It's part of the Hutt's
Yeah.
cartel territory, if you'll remember.
Oh God, no, we don't want to go to Hut Moon.
It's actually the moon of Nal Hutta, which is where the Hutts live and come from, really.
Oh
God,
God, even worse.
Yeah.
Even
little
worse.
visit.
Look,
Yeah, no.
I have no reason for my choice other than I want to go to Tatooine.
Yeah, let's.
So is it
let's
Tatooine
go-
Okay. Tatooine's fine, yeah. I'm down for it.
let's-
All right.
Let's go to a planet system full of force-resistant slug monsters.
There you go.
Wow,
Yeah, Nar Shadda's
that's
just
an
Space
opinion.
Vegas, 1000%. So yeah, on that note, once more brushed with death, I guess you could call it.
Hey,
You
I
will
survived.
be-
You can't say that.
I said brushed with. I didn't say, face planted into death. By the way, Kodav's... Okay, you fixed the camera. But yeah, no, I didn't say face planted into death here. I said brushed with. Yeah, you probably all just go about your end of the day routines here. We'll do transit stuff and everything at the start of the next session just to not elongate this any longer than it needs to be. You guys will be lulled to sleep by the familiar hum of the hyperdrive once more, ending the day for today. And upon that note, I think this is where we'll leave it for tonight, and we'll start up again next Tuesday. But for all of you who are watching right now, do not despair, as
Come on.
As
Oh, okay.
And so, yeah, we have other shows running here on this channel. They're in the chat, but I will verbalize them for you while we're at it. Monday, we have Destiny Forged at 8 p.m. PST. Tuesday, it's Tales of the Other Rim, also at 8 p.m. PST. The bot does need to be slightly adjusted for that. Thursdays, we have two shows, Tricorn Isles and Mass Effect Horizons, which also both run at 8 p.m. PST. And then on Saturdays, we've got two shows alternating, Withered Wastes and Wayward Wanderers. As tell me, I think
21st.
last episode of the current arc next week, for
21st.
okay, on the 21st, sorry. Okay. And then yes, on the first Saturday of every month, we usually have our Behold Lore episode, and then every 2 Saturdays alternating, again, same thing. We have what used to be Would Be Heroes and has now been made into a full-fledged campaign, which we called Vigilant 6. But yeah, that's it for the shows. I hope to see you guys around sometime soon. At the very least, thank you for tuning in tonight, and I do look forward to seeing you guys again next Tuesday. Cheers, guys. May the Force be with you.